Lee, that was amazing timing. Literally watched you sitting down as it was coming back.
I'm glad you enjoyed me
Anyway.
almost busting my ass, because that's what about happened.
Okay, I was also watching Alana do their adorable dance, and then see that they remembered that I could see them.
It's the realization that's the real treat.
Damn, when we're really
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
simulation.
Anyway, yeah, so while this is technically my channel, I am handing the keys over tonight. Lee is going to be taking over in just a minute. Before we get into that, though, I want to quickly acknowledge that I am streaming from the traditional stolen lands of the Kaskaskia, which is a Cohen, Kikapo people. Chad, I'm going to kick it over to you since you're right there, and
I had a
it's also
feeling.
simple.
I am streaming and living in the traditional lands of the Shumash.
Excellent. Valencia, we'll throw it up to you. Oh, you're muted.
The
How about
robots.
now?
There you are.
Okay. I am living, streaming, and doing everything that I do here in the unceded, stolen lands of the Multnomah, the Wasco, the Cowlitz, the Cathlamet, the Clackamas, other bands of the Chinook and Tualatin and Kalapuya that made their homes along the Columbia River.
Neon, I don't remember if we gave you a heads up on this, but do you know indigenous people who inhabited the lands? If not, you can go to native-land.ca and find out.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I was not aware of what land I was come from.
That is my bad.
It's
we will
bad,
come back to
Shouty.
you. We will come back to you in just a minute. Lee.
Hello. I am existing on the stolen lands of the Tuasqualite and the Cherokee East. Once again, we're gonna say this every time different. I'll get it right eventually.
If you do it different every time, one of them has to be right?
Exactly.
All right, Alana.
And I'm on the stolen lands of within the Treaty 6 territory in Métis and Métis Nation of Alberta Region 4, from the stolen lands of the Nahia Aski Plains Cree, the Mechi FPE, then it's Knights Sopiastakawe, Tsutina, the Iana Kon Makoche, Denisulin, Nakota Sioux, Nakota Iska, and Anishinaabe, and then it's Atapi.
Right.
Okay.
Neon, you ready?
Okay, I didn't hear where to look it up. So
native-land.ca.
native-land.ca. Okay, because I'm just about to be like, I'm just on lands and they're stolen.
That's
I mean, you're not
real.
wrong.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Hold on. Why am I typing into Google? So just URL. So native /
It's in the chat. It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. My eyes.
I got
don't
you.
work.
My eyes do also not read things.
Yeah. Oh, so it's a
while
big
you're
old- okay.
while you're pulling that up, yeah. So I mean, again, the reason why I like to start off with this acknowledgement is because the genocide against Indigenous people is not just an American issue, unfortunately, and it is not a historical issue. It is an ongoing issue worldwide in so many places. So being informed, acknowledging the lands on which we live, and hoping to give the lands back to the people who should be the ones stewarding these lands is an important thing.
All right. I see a bunch of colors. I'm already getting overwhelmed because I can't even find my exact location. Hold on. I don't know how to use this.
I mean, I don't know about you, but like for my location, I just put in my zip code, and it gives me just like the couple of ones that are specific to my area.
Oh, okay. So it says.
Yeah.
You got this. I believe in you.
Search address. Okay, let me put in my address. I'm gonna put zip code in that area, right? In that address area.
Yeah. I'm gonna laugh. You put in like your exact address, and it's like there's like one tribe. Now we know. We know exactly where you live.
All right, let's see.
Everybody's like, okay, cool. We know where Neon lives. Let's go.
All right.
Bye.
Hey, how do y'all get here? Because you put in your exact location.
I have your IP address. What do you want from me?
I trust you with it.
Don't do that. Stop giving me so much power, Neon. Please. Have some self-preservation, my brother in Christ.
Illegal. We don't
Some
believe in
of
that
us-
here.
What if some
Chad,
of us
shut
want
the
to be
fuck up.
destroyed?
Because I'm be telling Chad, shut the fuck up a lot.
Okay. All right. So, okay, I found it. So now I gotta try to pronounce words. So I'm gonna just completely butcher.
Godspeed.
Both of you to assume anyone in here can read.
I am located in the stolen lands of Badwi Wadmi, Ocheti. Oh my goodness. Mia, Kaskia, Kilapoi, or Kikapu in Peoria. I'm sorry.
You did it.
I'm sorry
Hold
for anyone
on,
that
hold
has offended.
Those sounded very
Hold on.
close.
Neon. Some of those are the same as mine. Where do you live?
I
They're
mean,
two houses over.
Yeah, right.
Can you imagine just like literally a block and Rain's just like,
Yeah.
you shady bitch.
All right.
Right. This whole damn time, really?
Like, how
Look out
dare
the
you?
window,
We
there
could have
they
went
are.
and like hung out and distracted each other from adult responsibilities. How
Right.
fucking
Exactly.
I'll
Exactly.
give you.
It's always the dream.
I'm already
that
constantly
note.
distracted.
Yeah. On that note, Lee, the keys, all yours.
Yes,
Anyways, hello, sluts and bubble butts. Welcome to I'm God Today. We are gonna be playing Girl by Moonlight. Because I was low-key somebody challenged my authority to play this game and said I won't. So as a fire sign, I must defy that by legal law. I'm legally
Hell
obligated.
yeah.
What the worship? Shut the fuck up, Chad. That's two. That's 2 in 10 minutes.
Not even
Exactly
5 minutes.
10
Let me cut this fucking music down. Stop screaming in my ears right now. We are going to be playing the lovely game of Girl by Moonlight. We're going to be having a wonderful time where I traumatize my friends or attempt to. Godspeed, soldiers. Just for context, so I'm gonna beat your ass. I keep looking over because the little thing moves, and I'm like, "What are y'all doing?" We are going to be a bunch of magical adults, magical girls, magical people. I don't know. Be free. Be what the fuck you want. I don't care. Who are entirely too old, tired of being in debt, and tired of taxes. Who are going to have been retired magical girls who are just going to have a time trying to beat up magical villains that dare interrupt our peaceful day. And on that note, I will go ahead and start with the buffoonery that is my notes. Godspeed me. Let me move this over here. Oh fuck, y'all moved. No, get on this other monitor. Jesus
Let the
Christ.
chaos commence.
Literally my nose at all times.
I mean, if anyone has seen any of the streams with any of these people, yes.
So we're gonna start off with a slight setting description because I put too much effort into thinking about it, and if I don't stop thinking about it, it's never gonna leave my McNoggin. Godspeed. We are in a more futuristic setting of the United States, except where everything is an ass. So I'm just gonna say that and leave that at that. So better than it's how I think the US should be. Godspeed to me. So we have free healthcare.
Hey.
Canada. I'm looking at you, Canada. We are in the year 3106. We are having a glorious time. I don't know if y'all have seen Meet the Robinsons. Think of that kind of vibe in terms of like, oh my god, Rain, and you fuss at me for not seeing movies? That's ridiculous.
Listen, this is one movie that I'm like, I have not seen
I'm not
that.
letting you live it down. So there are flying cars. There is like just all kinds of cool technology and things that y'all have just gotten used to on a day-to-day basis, except for maybe Valencia, because Valencia knows what Valencia did. Um,
Not even Alicia, Valencia.
no, Valencia, the little this world has been had magical girls, magical people in it since the dawn of time. Honestly, they became more proactive in the early 2000s. Around the time bell bottoms were still really popular, they're coming back into popularity. Apparently, Godspeed. I don't like my ankles like that. Weird. Um, Magical girls were often used as initially just trying to keep the peace and keep things happy, stopping aliens from invading, diplomatic things. Granted, these were children. What are we doing here? So the government at the time decided it would be a wonderful idea to make agencies. And when I say agencies, I don't mean K-pop agencies, because no, I mean ones that actually try to help you adjust to your magical powers and let you integrate and adjust to a bunch of people and interact with people your own age and so on and so forth. When you reach the ripe age of 18 where you have no idea where your life is going, because let's be real, none of us thought we were going to get it this far, you are taken to the agency. Most of you retired at the ripe age of 18 because you had the money and the benefits to do so. You were offered ways to get back into school, back into the workforce, therapy, physical therapy, so on and so forth. And for the most part, most of you have probably been living a decent life, as most of the retired magical girls do. I'm not going to say it hasn't been without trauma because I've read some of your backstories, you cheeky little fuckers. But so for all intents and purposes, I'm going to bully one of you, and we're going to start from how you start your day and introducing your character. Let's go with two bad bitches at the same damn time. Rain over there, because I get to bully you now.
Yeah. So I am playing both Kira and Hannah. Kira is, for all intents and purposes, a human, non-binary femme person who is a like punk rock bass player. Hannah, on the other hand, is a robotic humanoid. I think probably a drummer, honestly. Uh, and yeah, they are like from the time that they wake up, just bickering. Hannah does not speak, but non-verbally arguing the entire time.
Listen, hands do be a form of arguing, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sometimes they get thrown. Sometimes they get thrown.
What do your two bad bitches look like?
Ooh, great question. Kira is, we'll say, like early 20s, kind of short, like spiky-ish pink hair. Probably a little bit shabbily dressed, like not super nice clothes, very much like punk aesthetic. A lot of like torn safety pins holding things together. Uh, Hannah, very much like this. The inspiration is Fooly Cooly. So
I love it.
Hannah looks exactly like Conti, like this robotic person with a TV for a head.
I love it.
I support
You're
this
welcome.
with my I support
welcome.
this with
This is
my
amazing.
whole left titty right now. I support a television head. You did not tell me that, so that just caught me off guard because I'm looking at my notes like, hold on, wait a minute.
I forgot. I forgot you haven't seen Fooly Cooly, so
Listen, it'd be like that.
it's 6 episodes, Lee.
Listen,
Get on it.
no.
Watch it right now.
My movie watched is so long. Just the left, yes, just the left. So what does an
That's
average?
still a lot of support.
That is a lot of support. What does an average day look like for your two noodles? Just
After like an extended period of just like arguing over like plans for the day, probably band practice. Even though they don't play the same kind of music as the White Stripes, it's very much like that 2-person kind of band. And yeah, so it's just the two of them like practicing. Mostly it is Hannah just like holding down the beat, like something fairly simple. And then Kira just being fucking obnoxious, like playing the most ridiculous bass line, like slap bass, like all kinds of effects. Think like Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine, but with a bass.
Hold on,
Mm.
real quick for my
Mhm.
memory. Which one has the TV head? Because I'm putting that in my notes because that makes me giggle.
Hannah
Okay.
with one in, just to irritate you.
It's Hannah.
I want you to know I wrote TV one in because you said that and I hate you for it.
Ugh.
All right, so y'all are out here having a nice time at your little band practice.
Nice time. Yeah.
Nice time, air quotes. For all intents and purposes, because I can bully you and because this is my world and I can do what I see fit. I'm gonna say your home and your where you practice is not very far from the fire station. So I'm gonna throw this at Alana here, who made a very hot firefighter that I don't know what to do with. Tell us
I can think of
about.
a few things.
Oh no! Hey, Chad, shut the fuck up. Oh, Alana looked confused. Wait.
Oh, I'm freezing a little bit. I'm
Tell the
freezing a
robots
little.
tell the robots to release you.
Yeah, tell them to stop being
Release me.
homophobic.
Release me.
Release me now, or I'll beat you up, internet, somehow. Find a way.
You're just punching your router in the face. Like, no. You like put a sticky smiley face on it, just start hitting it.
Yes.
Tell us about your little person being at the fire station where you slide down a pole a lot, because you know, I don't know what you thought this was.
Okay, so what? My brain's not working now. Cosima
This
is
is your character, Elena.
Literally.
my brain just freezes. Cosima is a firefighter, and they are they're basically here to help assimilate and be the emotional companion to all the magical girls who are currently unable to use their powers, and help them like go into a normal life.
What does your baby look like?
So Cosma, they have similar to my hair right now, except from black, like black roots. Basically, they'll have like more of a peekaboo colors. They have black and then purple, a bright like neon green, and popping out. And it's they have like an asymmetrical hairstyle. They've got like a bomber jacket, but like the kind that firefighters wear on their days off. And they have cargo pants, wear lighter tops for ease, so that if they have to go into action of any sort for like defending people or saving people, they can just easily get in there and not have to worry about clothes getting caught on things.
That's so real. I miss my cargo pants.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, they also have a bass always on their back. So it's like just like bass guitar, and every time you see them, they have what looks like a cigarette hanging out of their lips, but it's actually like a lollipop or a piece of candy, or just something just hanging out of their lips. And then they have these little sunglasses, like the little ones from the 90s where they're like round and small.
Like the
and...
Wild Wild West? Oh my god, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Listen, Will Smith with those
costume.
tiny little sunglasses, iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I had to do it.
Oh my goodness. All right,
Giant
for all
Spider-Man
intents and
Standing, that was
purposes,
a good movie.
Cosmia is just now getting off work from a grueling 24-hour shift. Because I don't know, that's what y'all do, I guess. You're finally getting dressed. You really want a sandwich, like real bad. However, you do hear. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all whether or not y'all know each other. You're gonna hear the two bad bitches at the same. That's gonna be your title until this game is over. Two bad bitches at the same damn time.
Until I transform and then I'm one bad bitch. At the same
You're still two bad bitches, just in the same form.
Yeah.
So you hear them all just bickering over what? Don't know. Does it really matter? Also no.
But it's just one voice too.
no.
So it sounds
you
like
know.
one person arguing with themselves.
Listen, this is either gonna be really
And then the other
funny
person
or
just
really
madly
sad.
gestures.
It's fine. But I will leave it up to
The
your
answer is
discretion.
yes.
I will leave it up to your discretion if your characters know each other or not, because we did not really talk about that. But I'm going to assume that maybe y'all have until I'm proven otherwise.
Okay.
I think that Kira and Hannah do not know who Cosima is at all.
Oh, that's so funny because y'all all play bass, or two of you play bass.
Yeah.
This is a very small gay bass community happening right now.
Katsuba would walk by and be like, "Hey, I like the tunes," and then I'm gonna go eat a sandwich now.
That is the most awkward, unintentional, gay flirting I think I've ever heard in my life. I like the thing. Bye. Leaving.
Okay, bye.
I
I'm gonna
must
go eat a
depart.
sandwich now.
Kira does not even clock this at all. Hannah, one hand is still keeping probably on the cymbals, with the other just kind of like waves, but they don't speak, so they just like wave.
You know what? That I also would not speak if I had a television for it.
And if you had literally your like second half / lover person who does not stop talking ever.
You know what? That's my brother. He does not stop talking consistently.
Yeah.
Rain said icon and not. You know what? Shh, don't worry about it, Rin. Shh, don't worry. Don't worry about what was said. It's okay. Now that awkward encounter has happened and you go and devour a fucking sandwich, like, I mean, that you left no crumbs, like, you licked the plate, you were fucking hungry, dog.
He's, oh right, I forgot
You got-
they're muscular.
Gotta get that bulk in, gotta get that protein.
Gotta keep the,
you
keep
have-
the muscles maintained.
You have run down to this little cafe not far from where you just had a very awkward encounter of trying to compliment someone and then stumbling over your own tongue and feet at the same time. For just my shits and giggles, you like physically took a D6 of embarrassment. Like, it doesn't do anything, but when you go to sleep tonight, this is all you're gonna think about. This is that whole. That's all that's gonna replay in your head. Is that?
It's just me not sleeping, just being like, oh.
Why did I do this?
Literally.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
I love that so much. You walk into this little diner. It's kind of got like the retro kind of like 50s like kind of vibe where it's got like the really cool like opalescent lights. It's got the chrome-esque kind of floor. And it's got like countertops so like shiny you can see your reflection and the future in it. It's wild. It's wicked work in here. Like, we don't know how we got this shiny, but we are shiny as shit. All right, who's getting bullied next?
I just imagine it's like the Jetsons, like type diner.
Yeah, like literally shiny as shit, like the Jetsons. Valencia, because you know what you did. Describe your baby to us, please.
Okay.
I'm out of matcha. This is sad now.
Alicia is from the future. She's a very trying to be happy still person, very sweet, very not smart. And she lost the love of her life tragically. So she's just holding on to that while still trying to live and be a happy person. She looks exactly like this. Like this.
We love the red. We're loving it.
With the long red hair, except that she has magenta eyes, and her face is a lot sweeter than this. And she's like this, but like built more like a gymnast. She has a bunch of scars all over her body, and her arm is cybernetic. Her right arm is cybernetic because she lost
Do you have
it.
like the cool decked out chrome one or like the solid like black sleek?
It's more like it's the kind of cybernetic arm that looks just like real flesh, except that you can tell it's cybernetic because it's got like cuts and stuff on it, and it can transform and get more. It can get like a grappling hook and stuff like that.
That
Where's
sounds so
Jason when
badass.
we need him? I feel like Raven would eat that shit up. Be like, I want a robo arm that sends me like sending into the future.
Yeah, she always
Um,
carries her sword on her. It's a high frequency blade, can cut through anything. And
The fact that you just carry that around, you know what? It's fine. That's funny. So Alicia has made her way into this diner multiple times just because the food's nice, it's comforting, it's relatively cheap. The staff is polite. How long has it been since your partner passed? Guesstimating.
well, she was out for a couple of years while getting reconstructive surgery. So, before she got the mission to go back, it's probably been like 5-ish years. So she's like 24.
Okay, heard. That don't worry about why I asked that. Shh. You've made it in. Again, I'm gonna leave it up to you two between Cosma and Alicia. If you two know each other, you don't have to. I just think it's funny. Because if all of y'all don't know each other, that's gonna make this so much funnier for me, like on a spiritual level.
Well, let's just go with that.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Heard. So we'll just in the trash. So you've made it in. You've ordered a sandwich, and today has been just a little bit harder for you. And as you're just, eating your feelings, as we all do, you notice in the back someone who is clearly either just now getting off shift or is about to go into shift, just slamming a coffee like it is a tequila shot in the booth behind you as they've inhaled a sandwich. Like you were pretty sure you saw their jaw unhinge to eat this sandwich. Like, and you were just like, damn. There is a cute little, like those cute little jukeboxes that they have in Waffle Houses because I like those, and I said so. That kind of sits in the back of the in the little cafe, little Highway 55 kind of bullshit. It is playing a song that your ex-partner loved dearly as you were sipping your coffee and eating. The waitress just kind of slides you a piece of cheesecake, and it's just like, it's okay. It's okay, honey.
Thank you.
The three of you that have introduced yourselves, you have your little cell phones or digital communicators, whatever the fuck you feel like using. I don't give a shit if you use a damn Nokia at this point. Them shit's indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
Is there action stickers?
Communicator.
Listen, I need to know. This is specific information.
That's in the back.
About the
That's in
setting.
the back. You know how like when the cooks go to take a smoke break, that's in the back. Don't worry about what they do.
Okay, we're talking about a Waffle House. Smoke break is while you're working.
Yeah.
Ash
They
in
are
your
also
food is flavor.
The ones in my Waffle House just talk about their OnlyFans. I just get tea along with my hash browns.
The tea is free.
The tea is free. He was like, I don't know how to cover my tattoo. I said color corrector and concealer, and he just looked at me and I said, you're welcome. Thanks for the hash browns. Who said they were joking? Shut the fuck up. Not.
That's 4.
Yeah, there are definitely multiple shows going on. There's the chat, there's the game, there's the other game.
The 3 of you have gotten a notification via whatever means you see necessary. All coming from a larger agency that is in the area, referred to as Crescent Agency. They are probably the biggest and probably the most well known in the area in terms of like magical girl support, magical girl resources, and just being overall a very good nonprofit for the most part. So the message says basically, please meet us at the headquarters at this time, signed CEO name that I have forgotten because I don't want to look at my notes right now. Teehee.
Their name is name.
Their name is Nameson.
Ignacio Gutierrez.
Name.
Ignacio Gutierrez.
I'm getting close
They're
to the mic
Japanese,
to
it's
say that.
Name. It's
Name.
Name.
It's got the
Yeah.
little apostrophe. My ADHD is pleased. So the time you have about an hour to go to this meeting in whatever means you see fit. I honestly, I don't know why one of you sprinting to this meeting would be really funny to me, but that's besides the point. Irrelevant. God damn it, Alicia. God damn it, Kasia. It's like a 30-minute jog. 15 if you run.
I gotta keep fit.
Oh
keep up
my
with the-
lord.
the
While you
rest.
two crazy bitches are deciding to run to this meeting,
Alicia is built like a gymnast.
super speed. Gotta zoom, gotta go fast.
Can I
I
also
will-
mention I do have the Nokia, and it is the Nokia ringtone that you hear.
All I can think of is Jurassic Park when that dinosaur ate that phone, and that's the tone that
Yes,
it
that's
made
my
inside of the
favorite
dinosaur.
part. That's the best part of the entire saga.
Yes, yes.
Of all the Jurassic Parks, that's the best part.
Yeah.
You turn around, look back, he's like, "What up?"
Literally, he's just like, I'm at the party, bitches. Like, what the fuck? How did you get here? She doesn't even go here.
Right? You don't even go here.
Go here.
Are the 2 bad bitches at the same damn time also running, or are you going to be a normal person and take like a taxi?
Neither, actually.
If you start
Because
flying, I'm
you're
going to throw something. I don't know what I'm going
They-
to throw, but I will throw
Also-
something.
They have
Also-
a scooter, don't they?
See the
maybe.
electrical scooter?
Dun, 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 dun. I just think about the
Listen. The Pillows absolutely fucking killed it with that soundtrack.
Mhm.
yeah.
Amazing.
Ocean
Amazing.
Star.
Yeah, they did not miss. No,
Yeah,
so Kira has decided that practice was not good enough. Like they were just not on it. They're still practicing.
Okay, so they're
Like-
just not.
Like Hannah has seen the notification and keeps like it shows up on their TV.
Oh my god. It's like an Amber
Kira
Alert.
is just like Kira is just like, shut the fuck up. Keep going. Like pushes their head aside.
Oh my lord. Okay, so they'll get there when they get there. Heard. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut to my only boys here today.
Only
Um,
boys.
Like OnlyFans, but for just the
Only,
boys.
it's only boys.
That's how you end the male loneliness epidemic.
Only boy.
Only
And
boys.
I need a clip expeditiously,
Yeah,
please and
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. That was Neon just trying to aura farm just now, and I'm gonna need him to chill.
That is absolutely going first in the highlight reel right there.
We're gonna bully Chad. Gotta do. Throw up. You have gotten the notification as well on whatever mobile device you see fit. What is a standard up until this point? So probably like 2 in the afternoon. Look like for Michael.
Michael is at a community outreach center. He was probably preparing for, depending on the day of the week, any like after school activities happening, as you know, schools probably don't have their own programs and kids need something to do to not get in trouble. Making sure everything's clean, making sure all the daytime stuff's taken care of, and also with a Nokia, because why not have the sturdiest phone in the end times every single week?
It came back.
But it's one of those
Amen.
custom tones where it's like it's not a real anything, it's just a bunch of noises, but it's so unique, you know it's your Nokia.
Yours just sounds like a bunch of baby goats. We don't know why. You've tried fixing it. It's just goats.
But is it them
Um,
screaming?
Yes.
It's comforting.
It's like, it's time again.
Your alarm's just that guy going, surprise, motherfucker. Hard eyes, motherfucker.
Rude eyes, motherfucker. No.
Literally.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So like I said, you've gotten the notification. Are you gonna immediately head that way?
They would check out as fast as conveniently possible.
And what does our boy Michael look like out of our only boys duo here?
Very plain, mid-height, dark hair, kind of short cropped.
He's wearing a crop top. I love it. Anyways,
Stop describing my ex.
He is now.
Basic guys.
Me and Valencia just rocking out to Huli Cooly. We have the single brain cells going back and forth.
Very
I know shooting star.
downtrodden substitute teacher core.
okay. So a buttoned up crop top. Heard.
Nice.
Listen, I don't know why I feel like Chad would have a character with a slutty waist. I don't know what you want me to tell you here. Like, I don't know.
I have one word for this. Smash.
Smash. Next question.
Yeah,
Someone for Alicia to toss.
Brain's like raw. Next question.
I mean,
Easiest answer of my life. Easiest.
The boy's just smooching in the corner over there. Like, so you make your way. You've checked out. Your boss is like, "Yeah, you're good to go." You've helped all the kids get all their stuff done. You said because it's around 2:30, so the kids are getting ready to leave anyway. And do whatever it is, like the little crotch goblins do, you know, as they do. Ren, please. We're gonna cut to my boy who lets me bully him, Neon. The duo out of our only boys trio here. Because I'm the only one with he pronouns over here, so I'm just vibing. All right, Neon. What is every time I look at Mark's last name, I think of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. And
he invented
like,
it. Duh.
are you chunky Campbell soup? What kind of soup are you? I need
Tomato.
answers.
Definitely
Tomato
chunky.
soup. Condensed
Yes.
tomato.
Did some make tomatoes.
The heir to the Campbell legacy.
I must bring back Campbell soup to all the magical girls.
It's just
Listen to-
Zuko from Avatar, but Campbell soup.
Yeah.
The burn mark was made by soup that was too hot.
Yeah.
He's like, my mother was trying to feed me. I ran up on her to go give her a hug and tell her thank you and that I love her for cooking me soup. And she dropped the soup on my face.
Face. No.
Please, we need that. That's beautiful.
All right, what does because again, it's around 2:30. You have also got an email saying, hey, we request your presence at Crescent Agency. Please, arrive as soon as possible. Do you also have a fucking Nokia before you even proceed?
Actually, I take it back old school because of my past. I have a pager
My God.
that I reverse engineered to work like I want it to work, which is receive messages. But also it's disposable, so
We have all of the technology of the future post the fall of capitalism, like a communist utopia, and you choose to go back to a pager and
This man has
also
bedazzled the word
Nokias.
Campbell's on the back of his pager, and I will not take any argument.
It's
I
that shit's
accept
like this big.
It's like
It's one of the
That is
big
a weapon.
pagers. Put it in a sock.
like the label from a Campbell soup.
It's a Campbell page.
All right, what does
Sharpie the S off?
Right.
what does an average day up until this point look like for Mark, and what does he look like?
Mark is pretty much a nomad because of his past. He don't stay in one place too long. He keeps on the move. Most of the time, he is like helping people on his own, regardless of if you get a message or not. His looks is he is 6 foot tall, built like a Viking muscle man that I don't know what this is. Built like a muscle man that does this, whatever this is. Built like
Lord.
the strong men, got the stocky muscles and the Viking gut, like Thor in Endgame.
Ragnarok.
Oh no, in Endgame. Before he lost the weight.
Oh, that Thor.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Thor in God of War Ragnarok is a big.
Oh, Ragnarok. I was thinking about Ragnarok from MCU. Yeah,
Right.
that Thor in Ragnarok. So he built like that. He has short hair, has a scar that goes down his right eye. No cybernetics on him at all. He does have like scars from like battling over the years. Silver like hair streaks. So he's about, I would say, like 45 years old. He pretty much walk around like Orin with
I
one
think
eye.
you are the oldest. I think you are the only silver fox, and that makes me so fucking happy.
Look, I have to be because of how my backstory that we discussed that you helped make even better. So I have to be the oldest.
I mean, anyways. All right, so you have also received the notification. Are you heading there immediately, or are you waiting?
I am heading there immediately.
All right, perfect. You lovely little noodle babies that I'm about to torture have made your all inconspicuous or very conspicuous ways to the Crescent agency. The building is kind of, yeah, you do have 2 bad bitches at the same damn time on a double scooter in my McNoggin.
Yeah. I mean, they are definitely not there yet. Like once
fine.
Kira
If you show up late.
realizes, once Kira realizes that they're like 45 minutes late, then yeah, she's like, no, we got to go. And yes, they are on their bright ass yellow scooter.
So the 4 of you, aside from the 2 bad bitches, have made it there on time. And you're waiting in this large room where it is clearly just like been cleaned to the high heavens. Like there's still the smell of like pine sol on the wood of the like giant ass like table. There's like just a vague a sense of like authority in this room. Like there are very important meetings that happen in here. There's like one of those large screen projectors that stick out of the wall. And the word Crescent Talent Agency is just plastered on most of the wall in some various shape or form. There's awards, medals, trophies, so on and so forth. Pictures of magical girls with fellow like agents, people you may recognize from either working with them or seeing them in the street now as an adult. And you're kind of like, oh, wow, I'm old now. Besides the point, irrelevant. The person who has finally walked in as Kira and Hana make their way inside 45 minutes late. It is a very it's a very slender man. He's in a very neat and very just clean suited like navy blue suit. He's kind of standing with his hands locked behind his back. standing with like a smaller woman who is holding like a clipboard. You could tell that she does not want to be here. She is very tired. She is very irritated. She already looks like she is downed at least 6 shots of espresso, and there's still a stack of paperwork sitting on the table in front of y'all. When you all do sit down, if you choose to sit down, the man introduces himself. He goes, "Hello. Thank you for coming on such short notice. My name is Abdul. I am the current CEO of Crescent Talent Agency. Some of you may know me, some of you may not. I recognize all of you, though, through other talent agencies and such." What are y'all doing over here? I don't trust y'all.
Mind your business, Lee.
No. I will not slendy. We have unfortunately come to a development that requires some more experienced attention, and while others have been alerted, you were the only ones that have responded quickly, and that's considering 2 of you were extremely late. And gestures to Kira and Hannah. I don't know how well or how knowledgeable y'all are now in the terms of what's going on in the world of magic or in the world of just crime fighting in general. Most of you now have been out of the business for quite some time. There has been unfortunate events where, as of noon today, thousands of magical people have lost their ability to transcend. However, the only issue is they're 18 and under. So all of our primary crime fighters and peacekeepers are unable to transcend, use any abilities at all. So we have tested some people to see if they are able to. However, it does not seem to affect anyone 19 and older. So have you tried transcending recently? Any of you?
You already know I can't.
I have, but there's a caveat to it.
Cosma, as you say that, Abdul looks at you. There is just a small smirk as he closes a folder. You
I glare back. I glare back at him like.
You have not needed to transcend at all, so it's probably better in this circumstance. Because if these people have lost their ability completely, they're going to need somebody who has more experience being unable to do so.
Fair.
Now, obviously,
Just
I'm not
really-
going to ask for your help for free. That would be unethical of me. However, we do know the person who has done this. We just need help getting a hold of them to place a proper arrest.
I'm in.
Just immediately.
In my deepest Piccolo voice, I'm in.
Not the deepest Piccolo voice you got. Jesus fucking Christ. Piccolo is a silver fox is wicked work to me.
I mean,
What?
we don't know that he's not a silver fox. He's bald.
True.
No.
True.
I said what I said.
I mean, technically, since Piccolo is technically King Piccolo, or the gnome, or the
Piccolo is a
Namekian-
black man, and that man would have a salt and pepper beard, and nobody can clinically argue with me otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are just facts, Lee.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Yeah.
So, do we have leads on who this person is?
He kind of gestures to the projector behind you, and the secretary presses a button, and there is a large, like, it's kind of shaky at first, kind of like somebody tried to bootleg in a movie theater, kind of shaky, like where they're trying to stand up to get the whole movie frame. There is somebody recording. It seems to be like a clip from somebody's like just social media of a individual standing on top of a on top of a stop sign of all things, just randomly in the town square, like in the middle of the city.
We know, we see the fit.
We see the fit. As the camera zooms in, there is a individual who is covered head to toe, like no skin aside from the actual, like aside from their eyes being covered, or like, so it's like a mask where you can't see behind it. So it's like one way. So you see mesh, they see out. You can see some of their facial features. They are definitely softer in the face. They're kind of broad shouldered. They are wearing like this kind of subtle, like kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like Kim Possible-esque chic type of the black dark clothing, but like artillery with a shit ton of pockets.
Mhm.
You appreciate the fit, understandable.
Good fit.
They kind of have like their hair is in a tight ponytail that seems to just descend. They refer to themselves as Mass Smile. This morning around 10 a.m., they went by the train station that comes to most of the agencies, and there was chemical warfare. It hasn't seemed to harm them in any physical sense, emotionally, mentally, or anything. They feel fine. If anything, they were just sleepy. It was like someone took an uncoated Benadryl. But when they woke up off the train, listen, have you tried an uncoated? You ain't feeling your legs, my guy.
While hearing all of this, Mark is just like tensing up because even though he doesn't know the person or like it just is kind of reminding him of like some shit in his past. So he is just like tensing up a little bit.
Was there? Did anyone report hearing laughter at all?
No, it was a relatively quick and quiet thing. Like around 10 a.m., the train conductors, a lot of the buses missed their next stops. They didn't go anywhere. They fell asleep, parked, or stopped completely. And when they woke up, all these people were just still unconscious on these trains and buses and a lot of the public transport. And when they got to where they were needing to go, a lot of these, like all these magical people under the age of 18 and under, were just unable to transcend under any pretenses or circumstances. They couldn't access abilities. They couldn't transcend. Ones who are known for seeing the future couldn't see anything. Ones who have had, chronic pains or illness due to their transcendent abilities felt fine, like nothing had ever happened to them. So it was a blessing and a curse. A lot of these people have just gone about their day expecting it to pass, but it's concerning considering they're around noon after everyone had awoken from their hour-long uncoated Benadryl nap. Mass Smile announced themselves in the main part of the city, saying they were going to eradicate anything to do with magic.
There was no evidence left behind at all.
The only thing they left were specific notes that were sent to the talent agencies, and he takes a paper out of one of these folders and puts it in the middle of the table. It's calligraphy. Like this bitch learned cursive. Okay? Like they got penmanship up in this bitch. And it just says down with the agencies, and then it has a smile in the corner of the paper.
Well,
Now,
if I know anything, smiling leads to laughing. So I'm in. It's supposed to be serious.
I know why it's supposed to be serious, but the delivery of it made me laugh. I'm sorry.
I know.
So, as like everyone has kind of talked about who this villain is, Kira just like takes their base like a sword almost, just like grabs the neck of it, takes it off of their back. They like hold it down to the ground. Much like in Fooly Cooly, it has a like pole start like a lawnmower does. So they put like one foot on it and then just like yank the pole start, and then they just like start running at the screen like it's a baseball bat. And then Hannah has to like grab them by the scruff of the neck and
Oh my
yank
goodness.
them back.
Cosmo
Abdul
says, I
kind of
like your
just scoots
style.
Abdul just scoots the chair out of the way so the property doesn't get damaged from your lawnmower weapon.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I do stay packed. I have like 2 really big plasma pistols.
I love that
But
for
I-
you.
Nice.
Very Benton coded.
Reinforced
Oh.
space.
So y'all are all going to help then, if I'm understanding the lawnmower weapon.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Again, you
I'm
will
in.
be compensated for your time. Like that is not, you will be paid. Like that's not something we're necessarily concerned with. We do want to know why they wanted to do this necessarily. So if you find them, bring them in as unharmed as possible.
Can't make any promises.
Damn.
I just have one
Oh.
question.
Yes.
Was the mass smile smiling while they were doing
No,
this?
I don't understand the need for the name aside from the technicality of it being there were just several smiles painted wherever these people were left unconscious. Nobody again was
Okay.
hurt, so it was a strange coincidence until you see somebody standing on top of a stop sign in the middle of the fucking city and you're just like, that's fucking weird.
Strange indeed.
That is very strange.
We had a last location being towards the docks at the edge of the city. That was the last time anyone has seen or the last people were put unconscious. It seems to be just a reoccurring thing going after the schools, the other businesses that typically cater to children or magical people in general. So if you want to start your search there, that would probably be your best bet.
Got it.
Mark stands up and walk towards the door from the room. He's a moody son of a bitch.
Listen, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
I'm scared and intrigued.
You should be. Did the rest of you also leave, or did y'all have more questions for the CEO?
Hannah is just like physically dragging Kira out
I love
by
Hannah
the
so
back
much.
of their neck.
Clinically, it's like dragging a wet cat out of a bathtub type of vibe.
Yes, because Kira is like flailing, trying to hit anything within reach, and just like screeching out obscenities.
You know what? That's so real because that's also me.
Cosmo's
Means
gonna
they take
watch
me
and
into
sort
the
of
asylum.
Cosmo's gonna watch and sort of chew on the candy that's in their mouth as Kira gets dragged out, and then follow at a safe distance.
Mark does notice. He looks back and he rolls his eyes, thinking to himself, "Oh man, this is going to be a difficult mission."
If it wasn't already made clear, you all will be working together. Godspeed. So as assuming Michael and Alicia also leave.
If anybody noticed Michael at all and they try to see where he is, he's already gone.
Before
I did. Hold on.
before
This man said
Alicia,
deuces.
Tuxedo
before
mask.
Alicia walks out completely, turns to the director and says, "Are you absolutely certain there was no laughing involved?"
No, none that has been reported.
Consider it done, sir. We got this.
I look forward to an update. And as y'all leave and the door closes, when y'all start heading outside, y'all see like the magical girls, like and magical people, just like actively trying to use their abilities. Like several of them trying to transcend, and you see like flickers of magic out of them before it just shuts down completely. Kind of like your like PC has blue screen, like it's dead, gone.
Oof.
I just had a flash.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
PTSD already.
Dang.
Cosima will go up to some of them and just be like, "Hey, it's okay. I understand how this is, how this happens. If you need to talk to somebody, you can talk to me."
The girls kind of and the people kind of thank you before going back to whatever it is they were planning to do for the rest of their day, because they actively can't do anything now. Thankfully, the crime rate in this area is really low. And because it hasn't been fully sent out to the public yet that the magical people have lost their abilities, there hasn't been a need for any heavy like government assigned police activity. So as y'all make your way out, you were sent coordinates of the last place the mass smile was, towards the docks, which is about an hour ride. The company does offer a decently sized van to seat all of you to ride in. So there's no like everyone's gonna show up 45 minutes late. Rain. Who's driving?
Anybody know how to drive this thing? I've never driven before.
I got it. I'll drive us.
It's a stick shift.
Just hip checks.
Just because Neon is driving, it's a stick shift.
Mark's like, fuck.
I can still drive this, but you better wear your seatbelts.
I was gonna
Cosima
say.
just, I can, I got this. Like, I can drive stick.
When this car is a
Wheels
relic,
yours.
actually, it's a fucking Honda Civic. It's a fucking Honda.
Keep it smooth because I'm gonna be riding on top.
Okay, I got this.
I bet you are, you lesbian.
Wait, can my dummy thick ass even fit? Yeah, I should be able to fit. Hold on. One.
You can fit in the car, I promise.
Okay.
It's the van.
Oh, it's a van. Okay.
Yeah,
You said
no,
Honda
you're
Civic.
fucking-
I immediately turned it back into a car.
I'm gonna be real
No.
with you. We don't know cars with a damn. So the only thing I can think of is my dad's like '92 stick shift Honda Civic, and I just picture like just a stick shift
How about-
Honda.
How about a Honda Odyssey?
It's a flying stick shift Honda Odyssey. Got it.
Those
That
are big
works.
vans.
You can fit so much trauma in this bad boy.
I actually see.
Actually, it can't fit enough because I had to go on top.
That's because you from two different timelines. Shut the hell your mouth.
I actually
Not
look at
with the butterfly
Elysia
doors.
and ask, "Why don't you just get in the van?"
I could see better from up there.
Makes sense to me.
And I get in the van.
All right. Do you?
Don't worry,
I'm gonna
this
ask
can-
just for
Oh,
just for shits and giggles. Who has the aux? Like who's controlling music up in this bitch?
Mm.
Me.
Unassumingly, Michael.
Michael took it as soon as
Nobody can find the jack for whatever reason. It's just gone.
and
But
and then it just
Wi-Fi
starts
in.
blasting corn.
I think Hannah is probably in the back of the van, like politely buckled up, just sitting like hands in lap. And
I love Hannah so
probably
much.
no one has seen nobody has seen Kira until like a scooter just zooms by, like a cloud of dust that contains a scooter zooms by, like going ahead.
Oh my goodness. Kira said, "I'm leaving. Goodbye."
Yeah.
All right,
None of
as
them
corn
are-
is blasting full blast up in this bitch, so Alicia can hear on the fucking roof. You are feeling vibrations from the ceiling of this car.
It's like
Good
like that.
vibration.
Shut the hell your mouth. I expected it from Chad. Not the CD changer in the back. I hate you. So about an hour and some change because traffic is a bitch. Y'all get to the docks, and basically the docks at this point are just it's space unloading. So it's basically a bunch of people who fly in and out of the ships, help get goods transported, and essentially space Amazon, but not that awful, not the awful devil store as Valencia calls it. And you see just all kinds of people just like helping get boxes. You see people with like pallets just doing their jobs. You do see a bunch of smiley faces just painted on the walls of the buildings in this area. Some of them newer, some of them older. But they're all like different variations of the one smile you did see that was put on the official letter that was sent to the agency. Bless.
Bless you.
As y'all get out of the car, what would you like to do?
I look around and take notice of these smiling faces, and I let everyone know, keep an eye out just in case he has disciples. You never know with these types. Disciples.
Can you actually? I think can you roll me a roll me a roll me a perceive or an analyze? I'll let you pick on that one. All of you can roll a perceive or analyze if you were actively looking for anything in the area.
I'll roll a perceive.
Heard.
Okay, so I can do D6, right?
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, that's 5, 4, 9, 4, 4. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You don't roll all of them. You just roll the one.
Yeah.
Unless you have two dots in there.
Okay.
You
Oh,
still
well.
Yeah, the multiple dice is more so for like combat, and then like if I do let you roll two, you're fine. You didn't know, it's okay.
Oh yeah.
Also-
I perceive everything.
Also, you don't add them. You just get the highest.
The highest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the highest number I called? Because I just grabbed my dice, and start rolling again. Because I was
That's
like,
a
oops.
great question.
I think I said 5, but I'll roll it again.
Got the soldier.
Oh, 6.
Hell yeah! All right. Okay. So, was anyone else rolling, or is it just Neon?
I have none. I have no perception or
Delicious.
I mean, you can still roll.
I have analyzed. I rolled a 6.
Hey.
All right. Chad, you said you got a 1.
No. He's like, yep. Definitely graffiti.
You know what? For shits and giggles, Michael, you notice how dummy thick Mark is. You don't know why you noticed that, but you did. Game recognizes game, my boy.
Are you sure he doesn't know why? Sure about that?
I'll let him figure it out. It's fine.
I just look back and nod like,
Everyone on their own time.
The only boys.
About to be a collaboration.
It really is.
I team up with Michael.
Alicia and Mark, you notice that these are all clearly different penmanships, but some of these look like they were painted more so within the past like 30 minutes. And you do see like the spray paint cans just kind of littered about, but they're also beside a bunch of kids like book bags. You see some parents who have their kids with them. Hold on, dice. I keep clickety clacking you. Distraction. You see a bunch of the workers now leaving work with their kids because it is about almost like 4-ish, almost 5 o'clock now. So the only one that stands out significantly is 2 that are painted on former agency buildings. These agency buildings have been here for about 15, 20 years. They closed down way before you got situated in the agent. Well, no, Neon, your Mark would have been around. But Alicia, you're a time travel. You know what? That works out fine because you do be time traveling. You shady little motherfucker. So these have been around while you've been hopping through timelines and while Neon was doing whatever it is Mark Campbell does besides have a pager. These buildings have been closed down because they were unable to secure enough government funding to keep themselves going and unable to keep enough magical people under them to keep their reputation up. Magical talent agencies are based heavily, and I mean incredibly heavily, on how many people they have joined their agency. Because at the end of the day, it is publicity for them, for most of them. So when your agencies and you've retired, they had like large parties, lavish things. And what do they get for producing people that end up retiring at a healthy and decent age? Funding. They get donations. These were unable to procure that because they were treating their magical people like shit. So what do their magical people do? Leave. Now these smiley faces are exact to the one you saw in that letter. And again, written on these buildings that have been abandoned for years at this point says down with the agencies. What would you like to do with that information?
Well, from what I see, it looks like he definitely may have followers. I'm aware of these buildings, known them for a while. And yeah, they definitely treated their magical people like shit. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if either Smiles or his people came from one of these former agencies.
Yeah, it does smell a whole lot like this. Is that the word? Disgruntled. That's the word. Yeah, disgruntled magical girls. Yeah, I've read about these. I've seen reports about these, and I've actually had to investigate them a couple of times. But these are fresh enough so that maybe if they might still be here or haven't gone far. So I think I'm gonna go in.
You want to go into the abandoned building?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
8.
Scroll. Okay. Does anyone want to check out because there's 2 buildings. Both of them have the exact same smiley mark with the exact same penmanship. There's one on the left, one on the right. Alicia is going to the one on the right.
Were there any
Close
around
enough?
the
Were there any what?
people?
Yeah, there were a couple dock workers and their kids. You can probably grab one of them before they leave for the day because a lot of them are just finishing up their shift.
Oh, literally read my mind. That's what Kira has done. Is probably like threatening them in front of their child. Like,
Yes,
having them, like, in front of their
please.
shirt.
You know what? Hold on. Heard. So
I never
as
said that
you're,
I was a good magical girl. It just
you know what?
was
That's so real. As you're threatening this older man with his grandchild, who's wearing like the equivalent
just
of
a man.
who's wearing like this child is just watching you threaten his grandfather, like thumb in mouth, a bluey-ish backpack on, like the equivalent of futuristic Bluey. And it's just staring in like that weird thing that kids do when they just stare into your fucking soul. That shit.
I have seen children.
I have seen.
Are you sure?
Once or twice.
Like,
yes.
doing that thing where they're staring into your soul, like you can
Yeah.
feel them. You can feel them prying in your little noggin before they start asking why 86,000 fucking times. What are you asking this man specifically?
I'm like, what did you see? Who did this? Where is the masked person? Because Kira was not paying attention to their name.
That's so fair. This man is like profusely just like shaking, goes, I ain't see shit. I ain't seen that. I'm legally blind in my left eye. 46% blind in my right. I didn't see a damn thing. Not a damn thing.
She turns to the child, like not in necessarily a threatening, just like a like pointing way. Like points the base, like the butt of the base at them, and is like, "You, what did you see?"
Thumb popped out of the mouth and just goes, I once saw a raccoon pull a frisbee out of a tree.
Okay, valid. And then just like walks off.
And then there was the nice lady who saved the raccoon from the tree.
Was there a masked person?
They kind of pause and go, like, spooky, scary Halloween mask?
Yes, exactly like that.
Yes.
When? Where? Tell me everything.
Well, I had a
Like, I
banana
could
for
get
breakfast,
in this child's
and then
face.
like this child smells like the fucking just like those the little Go-Gurt treats
So
you
you
can get
just
for
stop at
kids.
this child smells. I've been around children. They stink. They're gross.
This child just smells like baby, like fresh ass baby, and it's just kind of like they had like a weird mask, and while I was eating my banana, they were in the tree, and then the raccoon was trying to get the frisbee, and the person in the tree didn't want them to take the frisbee. And then when they got out the tree, they just had the raccoon, and then I took my frisbee, and then they ran off into one of those buildings with my raccoon.
One. Kira just picks up the child, like holds them like the child's facing away from them now, is like, point. Where?
Points to
Like
both.
holding them out at arm's length.
Just immediately points to both. That one.
Turns them around, is like, listen. Which one?
I think both.
Just like sets them that like turns, sets them down, and then just walks away. Like doesn't even say anything. It's just like
Mark hears the conversation and walks over. Are you implying there was two masked people
No, just one.
and they went into both buildings?
Yes.
Can y'all stop pestering the child?
Your hair is red.
Yes, it is, honey. It's very red. Do you like it?
I do. My mommy's hair is red.
Oh, she must be so pretty.
She's okay.
Mark
Well, don't
looks
say
at-
that to her.
Just like does this like over their mouth, like secret, and then just runs off to their crying grandfather.
Oh, grandfather's cry? Oh.
It's Kira's fault.
he's just a man.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's
This was
just
not
a man.
trained well.
Mark looks over at Hannah and Kira.
Where's
if you
the
had been
Hannah
a
go?
little- Yeah.
Hannah is still in the van.
Oh my god,
Oh.
Hannah, please.
Just seat belted. Still.
Yeah.
So Mark just looks over at Kira. If you had been more patient, maybe we could have gotten something out of the old man.
Also, be nicer.
Mhm.
It doesn't hurt to be kind.
It helps.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Sounds fake.
Sounds fake.
Mark
How
just
dare
grunts.
you. Well, whatever. Fine. Do things your way. I don't know what to do.
You still have the
I'm
option
going
to
to
go
this
inside
building.
Okay, you're going to the right building. You're going on the
I'll
one on
go-
the right side. Is anyone joining them?
I'll go with them because I don't want anybody to be alone.
Okay.
Cosimo
Anyone else
took the
going
words
to
right out of
the-
my mouth.
Okay, so
I suggest that Kira gets Hannah, and they decide who goes with Elijah and Kasima, and I grab Mike, and we pick the left building.
Deal.
Only boy.
Okay,
Lee.
sounds good. You two head into that building. We'll head into this one. You just make sure to watch each other's backs. Watch out for any traps. If you take a light, a very bright flashlight, and make sure that you shine it everywhere you go. If you see any reflection at all, steer clear of
Okay.
those.
Don't worry, it's not my first rodeo. And he walks
Also, I'm a firefighter.
orally.
Are we singing, Lana?
Oh, I was just like, oh, I'm a firefighter. I'm used to this kind of thing.
I'm not sure you're used to razor sharp wire that can only be seen in certain lights.
Fair.
Damn, who put those in the building on fire? That's a wicked
Yeah.
word. Like, that's a lot.
That's just extra.
Overkill.
So extra. Ooh.
Anyway.
So we're splitting up the party. Delicious.
Elite.
Rain, you were trying to ask me
Before-
something.
Yeah. Before everyone else fucks off to do their thing, can I use one of my playbook moves, please?
You absolutely can, since you asked so nicely.
Well, thank you. I would like to use my perfect pitch, and we had talked about instead of using my voice, I use my instrument.
Okay.
I think Kira is playing, not the exact Pink Panther theme that you would hear, like if you were watching the cartoon or whatever. But
Okay.
you can still recognize it's still that tune, just in the most obnoxious way, but as an inspiration to her allies.
Okay. Yeah, because I think that adds one die. It says 1D. Does that mean like one dice or just one as the number?
Yeah, it adds.
One die.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm reading that right. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So we got our boys and we got our theys going into a building.
And then Kira is just sitting on like a box, playing.
Here's a
this.
timeout.
They put themselves there. They don't want to.
Heard. So Kira's outside, Hannah's inside. We love that for us. So we're gonna start with we're gonna hop to our boys in the left building because I think this is going to be either really sexual or really funny. One of the two.
Why not both?
Because I can only tell Chad to shut up so many times in a go.
As many as you want.
Stop! You're giving me too much power.
Why-
I will be God.
Yes, please.
Oh my lord. So as you walk into the building, it's clearly been abandoned for quite some time. There is the definite hearing of like your standard leaky pipe that definitely smells like sewage. Yeah, I know, so romantic, right? There's broken stairs and picture frames that have been just thrown off the walls. There's broken bricks in the wall from clearly somebody punching the fuck out of that shit. There's old and almost disintegrated pictures of younger individuals who just look like unhappy family portraits. So clearly these were the magical people that were in the facility before it did close down. There's old filing cabinets, just what you would expect to see in a rundown office building that has not just been touched in forever. Not only voice TM, please. Where's the I need the certified bussy sticker. Where is it when I need it?
Hold on.
What?
Right now.
Yeah,
On
one of
it,
my
on it.
friends sent me a thing and it said certified boy pussy. and it was like trademarked at the bottom. And I don't know which friend sent it to me though, and I don't know where it is. If I knew where it
Don't worry,
was,
don't
I
worry,
would
Lee.
find it.
I'm making something right now.
Oh,
I'm
Um,
sick.
I see all of this in the building, and like under my breath, I say, I should have done something about this.
I feel
That's
like
it.
Michael just blends into the shadows, like high key, low key. Times.
Turned into the shadow now.
I took 17 Benadryl and turned into the Hat Man.
Yeah.
This is literally Michael. Michael is the Hat Man. No.
No.
That's who we see when we take
Evil.
too much Benadryl.
All right. Would you like to do anything? Because there's 2 floors. There seems to be nothing on the bottom floor aside from just like destroyed property. There are some kind of like funky looking stairs. There's like old paint that's been dropped on them. But nothing substantial.
Stairs
As
up
you
or
can
stairs
see.
down?
Stairs up.
And you say there's nothing of out of the ordinary on the first floor?
You can definitely roll and find out.
Okay. 1 dice, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna use a perception check. I turn to Michael and say,
It would be a +1d.
Yeah, you get the
Okay.
1 extra dice because of the Pink Panther song.
"Oh, nice. Okay, so okay." I turn to Michael, look around and see if you notice anything out of the ordinary.
I'm just like staring off into the distance.
He also sees the Hat Man.
3.
All the
Also-
square fit in a circle. All
Is
the square fit in a
and-
circle.
Jeez.
Also, Lee, I've decided
Oh,
it is like a
Damn it! I gotta reroll.
hybrid of like the actual Pink Panther and
Mhm.
then Scene Queen's Pink Panther.
Delicious.
Like
I was
Like a
only thinking
mashup?
of seeing Queen's Pink Panther, to be honest with you.
now it's
Um,
both.
Valid.
All right, so I rolled 1 dice on the floor, but it's 2 4s.
Perfect. Okay. So
Oh shit!
oh my god. Earthquake. Ah!
It's April Fool's all over again for me.
Don't break it.
My legs, I don't know what to do with them.
Mood me when I have to like sit correctly and not crisscross. So you do trip over a small book that has been dropped. This is a fresher, like a newer book. Like this book released a couple months ago. Like it's a prominent title. It's known under the title of Notes. God damn you. It's referred to as the ultimate magical girl handbook. It was written by a retired magical girl by the name of Crystal Life is the technical alias.
Okay. I open the book and take a glance.
Fresh books here. So when you're kind of skimming through the book, I'm going to assume, because this is a relatively thick book, like this is like it's not something you can kind of just read at a glance because I'm not giving that to you.
Okay.
So you're kind of skimming through it.
I do have
from-
only one eye, so
I'm legally blind.
like I literally only have one eye. This is gone. Nothing's here but a scar. I look cool.
As you're kind of skimming through, you have heard some like reviews about this book, about how it's kind of controversial. It very much talks an insane amount about the how the magical girl industry is fallen from grace in terms of what it was supposed to be and what it has become. You remember a couple of years ago there was a lot of protest around a lot of the magical girl agencies and how much funding certain CEOs were taking home versus putting into actual the community. Nothing was technically proven, so it kind of dispersed into rumors and nothing more. As you're skimming through, you do see a letter fall out of the book, It seemed to be marking a page, but it is a sealed envelope.
Okay, I pick up the letter and I pull out like a small knife or like one of those switchblades so I can like open.
It's a switchblade, can opener, fucking nail file, goddamn
Yeah.
screwdriver.
Yeah. So I open.
It's a letter. It's unaddressed. Like there's no address on the front or the back. It says, when I last wrote you, I had a long thought about our last talk in terms of fucking letter. Hold on. In terms of what we discussed, I would like to formally decline your offer to try and sue the agencies as a whole. There's too much bad publicity around my name currently, and I can't have that at this moment. I wish I could be of more help. If you ever need anything else, please let me know. And Crystal Light is written at the bottom. It's signed from Crystal Light.
Okay, so book by Crystal Light and a letter from Crystal Light. Light, I mean.
I want you to know it's spelled like the fucking drink powder. Like
Yeah, I was about to
Hoping.
Of course it is.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's why I kept chuckling.
Good. I'm glad I provide humor. Michael, have you been reading over Mark's shoulder? What have you been doing while he's tit deep in a book right now?
I'm checking the area because he's focused there.
Are you going upstairs or are you staying on the same floor?
I will go upstairs.
Okay. When you go upstairs, it seems that somebody has been living up here. There's a sleeping bag and a a small like little kind of canteen-ish area. There's kind of like a cooler with some ice in it that's thawed. A couple of can of like baked beans, some like just overall just food that doesn't perish very quickly.
Okay.
Would you like to look around more, or are you going to go summon your boy?
If there's still ice, then that means this was fairly recently.
You would be correct.
So I'm going to take a look around.
Okay, roll me an analyze or a perceive. Either or would work in the circumstance.
Analyze or perceive. I think. Yeah. 4 for perceive.
Delicious. Okay. So as you kind of like squat down to take a look at like what's in the cooler and like checking the sleeping bag, you hear a like a rustling noise to the left of you by the curtains. You can see they've moved slightly and there's no like breeze really happening in this area, like in this room specifically. The windows have been boarded up. Like it's gonna be pretty hard to get any kind of air circulation in here. Do you approach or do you want to stay?
I will approach.
Okay. As you approach, there is. That's not what I wanted, phone. I tried to type "it's the hat man" and my phone tried to put "it's the gay man," and I'm like, that's not the word. That is not the word.
What's the difference?
The gay hat.
The gay
hat, man.
So as you approach, you hear like a grumble, and the voice goes, "Don't come any closer. I will throw this can of beans at you."
All right.
What are you doing here?
We're looking for someone very bad. Is that you?
Define bad.
Did you depower 90% of the magical community?
Why would I do that?
Well, someone did.
You think I would do that when I'm eating baked beans out of a cooler?
I don't know what your motivations might be. I didn't know those
To eat
were
my
your
damn
beans.
baked beans, but some weird people popped up in my house.
Any other weird people before us?
Yeah, some weird bitch with a mask.
Is he still around?
I don't know. I think they went to the other building.
Of course they did.
Yeah, there's a bridge that connects both buildings.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, be careful though, because it's like covered in like moss and like there's weird lizards that bite your toes.
I'll remember that. Thank you.
And you just hear like a can, like a very loud open of can as you descend down the stairs. Like no can opener noise, just the can.
Just the can ripping open.
No, are you a naughty boy? Shut the fuck
Doing a Popeye with that shit, just like.
up. When they said all you ladies pop your pussy, like this is just a can.
Die.
You're
This is how I die.
It's just a can of Bush's baked beans.
No.
Roll that beautiful bean footage, right?
Listen, when
Not
you're hungry and you
Bush's.
got a can of Bush's baked beans, you eat what you eat.
No, bitches.
All right, as you descend downstairs, Mark, you have skimmed through a good chunk of this book at this point, kind of picking up little keywords that you've read. The whole book is basically just slander upon the agencies and how this person was treated so awfully in their agency that they had to leave. Like they could not stay, but no
Right.
other agency wanted them due to slander coming from that agency to other agencies.
Right.
The letter and the book written by the same person. There seems to be some piece you're missing here. So whoever had this book received this letter and asked Crystalite for help, but was unfortunately rejected. You see Michael come down the stairs in that weird shadow sneak way that he does, that you've realized that he randomly does. Fucking hat man ass. You did hear a weird can opening noise though.
So hearing the can noise, I look over at Michael. Are you okay? What happened upstairs?
I'm fine. They're not here. Let's check the other building.
All right, let's go. Oh no! Also, I tell Michael that I found the book and letter written by Crystal Light.
Oh,
It's
And
Crystal
gave-
with a K, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but it is.
you didn't, but I assumed.
I update
Of course
Michael.
it is.
Yeah, right? I update Michael on everything that I read in the book, and I ask Michael, do they know anything about this Crystal Light person?
No specifics.
All right, let's head over to the next building.
I feel like
Let's see.
Michael knows a lot of nursery rhymes because of the job he works.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. All the soothing noises.
Oh, look, what does a cow sound like? Caw. No. While y'all are heading over there, we're gonna skip to our lovely noodles over here in the right building. What are, like the building still has the same layout as the other one. It has the base floor and the top floor. The weird, creepy kind of vibe in here. It kind of has like the same vibe as The Last of Us in this building. There's a lot more like growth and like plant life in this building.
I've
It
seen
was
this
clear
movie.
this one was more so used for like training purposes. There is like a bunch of rundown like punching dummies and broken bags, lockers and stuff like that. There's just a random urinal in a window. We don't know how I got there. It's just there.
Looks like someone was having a party here.
It really does.
Damn, what
also
kind of
seen
parties
this
y'all
movie
having?
before.
The fuck?
The urinal and the punching. bag. Okay.
Mhm.
Huh. Wonder what other fun things we'll find around here.
Just a crack rock.
You want to take the top floor, or do you want me to take the top floor?
Oh, we should probably stick together. 2 eyes. So 2 sets of eyes is better than 1.
I was gonna say Hannah's with you too.
Oh, right.
I don't know if Hannah technically has eyes in theory.
Yeah, not. Does
No,
Hannah
but
have
yes.
eyes? Okay.
Is
It's
Hannah
just
one
like-
of those TVs with the little antennas?
They are now.
That'd be really adorable.
Okay. Because all I can think of now is the antennas move when there is sound. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's just like
Yeah, they definitely are now.
ah, delicious.
Over
It's
there.
like Olive's satellite ears.
Literally, this bitch got this shit in 4K. Ain't gotta pay for pay-per-view.
8K.
They are the
Yeah, they got
pay-per-view.
8K.
The pay-per-view. I feel like they got in trouble for hacking a TV station once.
No, they are the TV station.
Yeah. Signals coming off them.
If you would like to investigate the floor y'all are on, or do y'all want to go upstairs?
You know what? I'm gonna take the upstairs, and you guys stay down here. I'll be fine. I promise. I have my sword.
I got my base.
This thing could cut through anything, and I mean anything. It's so cool.
Not your therapy bill.
Brutal.
So let's see, it's dead inside.
Absolutely wicked work, Lee.
Wicked indeed.
I love how all of y'all are saying that now.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Just,
Hannah, like, in
really-
response. Yeah, Hannah just like salutes.
Holler if you need any help. We're here. We're here for you.
Will do.
All right, which one of you three wants to be bullied first? Because 2 of you are together. Who's getting?
You know what? Give it to Kira. Do it.
Heard.
Emotional decay.
You want me to give it to Kira or Hannah? Because I can do either or.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll start with Hannah because Hannah's in the room.
Yes.
So emotional kneecaps, delicious. Go good in my soup. Good soup. So as Hannah's kind of looking around, as a TV head would look around, there are several just weirdly placed footprints on the ground. Like they're prominent. Like you can see them. Like I won't make you roll for that because that's dumb. They're very dress-like kind of shoes, kind of like what you would wear with like a tux type of vibe. And they just kind of step into the direction of one of the walls. Not the wall the urinal is in, but the other wall. I feel like I had to clarify that.
That's valid. That's so real of you.
But they disappear into the wall.
So Hannah would
Footprints
just like
from the door just go whoop.
yeah. Hannah would just be like waving, trying to get Cosima's attention.
Yeah. What's up? What's up?
And you see that they just kind of like with their like, fingers like mime somebody walking, and then just like point at the footprints.
I'll look where they're pointing, and maybe follow the tracks.
Okay. Yeah. So like they originally saw, there is footprints that lead towards the wall before just stopping completely at the wall.
Does it look like mid-step, kind of like it went into the wall, or just like
Yeah.
Okay. I poke the wall.
Just roll a d6 for me. Plus another d6 because of the Dumaflachi.
7.
Oh, what?
The Dumaflachi.
Wait, is it just one of the dies in the higher roll?
Yeah, you would take
Yeah.
the higher one.
Okay, 4.
Okay. So you're kind of like tapping this wall. You're just like, I'm in a box. Like kind of vibe for a minute. Yeah, like I'm in the box. You can't seem like if there's like a magical brick there, you cannot find it to save your life right now. But you do get the inkling suspicion there is something that you are supposed to press.
Okay.
You just cannot find it right now.
Hey, Hannah, do you want to like maybe see if you can see what's going on? You have eyes, right? See if this has.
You're not sure how. Like, I mean, I guess they do occasionally have like maybe like line art version, like an emoticon on their TV screen. And it's just like a raised eyebrow whenever you say you have eyes, right? And it's like
You can.
and then
The wall.
and then they just like
It's got-
start poking the wall
Roll me
sort of
2d6.
methodically. Oh, what?
Roll me 2d6.
Okay.
One for standard, that's not attached to a thing, and then your +1. Delicious. So as you get asked, you have eyes. You slam your fist into one of the bricks, and it sinks into the wall. You hear like a
See?
hiss.
Kyle instead of Hannah.
You hear like a hiss, kind of like a deep freezer like opening. There's like steam that kind of emanates from like the frame, and it seems the whole wall. Ooh, I'm sorry, Mike. My bad, original gangster. And you see
Michael's
the kind
not in
of
this game, Lee.
my bad, big dog. Like shit, fam. So, oh hi, Ruby. Speaking of original gangster, here comes my dog. The whole wall seems to start moving, and the building starts to shake. Now, while that is happening, we're gonna cut to Alicia. As you get up the stairs, you hear them kind of like talking, and you're just kind of like, whatever. The top of this floor is like compared to the rest of the building, relatively clean. It seems the vegetation has been cut down, and you don't like some of the holes in the wall have been fixed to some extent, whether it be with wood or another brick. There are several just pieces of paper laying across the floor.
I'm gonna cautiously move toward those papers.
Would you like? Okay.
What?
That was a
Roll me and analyze. Dochi, now is not the time.
6.
I'm trying to
Always the
traumatize
time.
someone.
It is always the time.
Oh, you cheeky bitch. Okay. So as you like squat down to like start looking at these papers, also shut the fuck up, Chad. I just saw your as you start looking through these papers, there's several like printed out articles about the different agencies and people complaining, like the essential equivalent of like bad Yelp reviews, and then there's snippets from people complaining in threads and like some kind of online forums. A bunch of it's been underlined. And then there is one specific paper that has a picture of a talent agency that recently just got bought out. And the only reason you know specifically is because this is a talent agency that you signed up for when you originally got here when you were younger. They've went under a different branding and different CEO. It was originally the All Together Club agency. It recently got rebranded to a Sunlight agency. The CEO was a former magical girl themselves who started an agency to also help with the lack of funding and help for magical girls overall. And how the article pretty much states this person got bought out, and some kind of scandal that wasn't really talked about heavily in the article. There is several lines scratching out the alleged scandal, like you can barely read it, really. And then at the bottom, there's a picture of the new CEO standing next to the CEO Abdul that you met today, shaking hands, and just several red dots over their faces.
Huh. Alarming. Red dots. Are they gonna give him pimples?
There is
No.
several smiles, like smiley faces, on these papers that are the exact same as the one outside the building.
No, these smiley faces. No, they're targeting him. Oh shit! I should get back downstairs and tell the others.
You hear
I'll-
the floor rumble, like oogly boogly bitch. Like this building is shaking. Okay, like not in the Clairvoyant fan. Are you racist? You feel the building like shaking, and you immediately just start having a moment of flashback. As you're like descending down the stairs as quickly as you physically can when the building is shaking, only to see these two just standing there completely fine. With Hannah with an Emoto eyebrow raised and Cosima going, "So you do have eyes."
Also, like as soon as Hannah like heard the hiss and everything, they get behind Cosima and start like pushing.
Y'all
I'm
felt that rumble, right?
yeah, it's this door just open. Hannah found the switch.
Just imagine Cosima is like straight legged, like forward
The-
Like
cartoon
dog
style.
not getting in the bathtub, like legs out. Like no.
Not
Yeah.
going in there.
I mean, while Anna's still like pushing them forward.
You,
And I'm just talking casually. This is a
Mark?
normal day.
I just realized both of our boys are Eminem. They are the Eminem Only Boys group trademark.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
So as you two enter the room to the like from crossing the building, talking about whatever the fuck y'all were talking about, the floor rumbling, y'all are just like, hey now, what the fuck? You see Cosima arms out in a door frame as Hana is trying to push them inside. I would imagine now Kira is showing up, bass revving to like cut something in half.
You know what? No, probably not. They would be unaware.
Okay, perp. Mashed potatoes.
They thought that the rumbling was people responding well to their bass playing.
You know what? That's so real of them, honestly. So
Wait, do me and Michael see the building like shaking?
yeah,
from
you
outside?
as you see y'all, as soon as y'all start crossing the bridge to like the threshold
yeah,
into
that's
the
right,
other
yeah.
building, the whole
Right.
thing is shaking.
Okay, yeah, I
Oh.
forgot which caution. I'm like, I put us outside. Yeah, we crossed. Yeah.
There were lizards trying to bite your toes, by the way, just for reference. They were trying to eat your toes.
Just make sure the moss doesn't get wet.
Yeah, don't fucking bust your ass because I will laugh uncontrollably. There's a giant door now opening. It kind of feels like a deep freezer, like you would lock meat in, but there's benches and more punching bags. So this clearly room was used for something that no one should probably be using. As you kind of walk inside, you're like, okay, somebody with fire powers was in this bitch because there's fire marks all up in it. In that room, there is several pictures, much like the one Alicia saw of several CEOs for several of these different agencies crossed out, red dots and red X's all across the face. Cosima, do me a huge favor.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me. Well, you're gonna roll me two things, actually. We're gonna see if you can get the first one. Roll me an analyze real quick.
I have zero.
That's
with that.
fine.
Okay.
You just
I
roll a
just
one.
roll a single die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just do your things. It's fine.
A one.
Damn. I can't traumatize you if you roll bad. I'm gonna do it anyways because I can. As you get pushed into this room, you do kind of have to stop yourself from being like thrown into the wall. The picture in front of you is of your sister. There is an article about your sister pinned to this wall in reference to the unfortunate events that happened several years ago. The words "I'm sorry" written repeatedly over this piece of paper.
Cosima is kind of shocked, and they fall to their knees. And why is my sister here?
Oh, honey,
Why-
are you okay?
Why they're
Oh,
what is
Oh,
this a
shit.
joke? Is this some kind of joke?
When you
Oh,
fall to your
Jesus.
knees, Anna just like picks you back
I fall back down.
Yay,
They-
trauma.
up.
They pull the base off their back and smash the article.
Okay. Your base kind of gets stuck in like this corkboard type of wall that it's pinned to. On this corkboard wall, there are several articles. Chad. Actually, everyone, the remainder, just roll me and analyze. I'm making y'all roll a lot of analyze now that I read through this, and you know what? That's okay.
So 1D, right?
Well, technically, I forgot to add this back to Elena, but it's fine. They still got the trauma anyways. Everyone's getting trauma up in this bitch. You're technically supposed to roll
Trauma.
2d6 because of Kira's still playing outside. I forgot.
Oh, 2D6.
Okay. All right. So the first one I rolled was a 2, so I need to roll the second D.
So I actually got another 6.
I'm gonna need you to stop. You are hurting yourself more than I'm trying to.
The second one was a 4.
Okay. Chad.
I had a 4 and
Yeah.
then I did the other one and it
Okay.
came out a 6.
I have a question that I should have asked earlier. If I
Yes.
don't have a dot in it, how many die? And then if I do have a
just
dot in
roll
it,
a
how
one.
many die? Just the one?
Just roll the one. You would roll 2 in the circumstance solely because Kira's playing. If you don't have it, I'm just giving you one because
Okay.
I feel like being benevolent today. Why traumatize y'all?
2.
Damn.
Oh,
Unfortunato. Chad, for your specific situation, you just feel a tug in your chest. Like you know there's something in this room, but you don't know where to start looking. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of emotions that you can feel just bubbling in this room. You feel like this, like almost painful ache in your chest. It's kind of knocking the wind out of you for a second because you almost initially feel like you're having some kind of like cardiac arrest bullshit because you're like, hold up a minute, doc. But aside from that and the overwhelming sensation of just pain in your chest, you're not sure asides what that is. However, you do see the small little flicker of red in front of your chest for a brief moment before it quickly disappears. Alicia, you sweet time traveling little shady bitch, you. Oh, you are gonna be so fun. Ah! So as you are, trying to comfort Cosima, you look at the corkboard. There's several like string theory like that meme of that man in front of the corkboard with all the strings.
Mhm.
That.
Yeah.
He's like this and this. So there are several pictures of just the agencies, the crossed out faces, Cosima's younger sister, and then you see a picture and it says time traveler ? Why here? And it's your application to the initial agency that you found that those papers for earlier. The one you initially applied for.
Someone knows way too much about all of us.
You would be correct, Shorty.
How do they know so much? How do
Ooh,
they
no,
know that
kidding.
I'm... Do they know about... Until I see anything about it, I won't jump to that conclusion. Everything's fine. It's gonna be fine.
As you're having this kind of like realization of, okay, this is abnormal, yes, but nothing about what happened Everything is okay. Mark, my sweet silver fox.
I'm here.
There are several just casual pictures of you throughout your like once you hit 18 when at your graduation ceremony, air quotes, when you left the agency, and then a more recent picture of you just at this weird little coffee shop that 3 of you have frequented. Underneath there is a piece of paper and it says shouldn't have let them go.
All right. I approach the wall with the pictures. Who the hell knows about me? I thought I took care of all of that years ago. But I take particular notice to the note.
Do you want to pick it up?
Yes, I pick up the note.
That handwriting is the exact same as the mass smile individual. All of the handwriting that is on these notes is the exact same, down to the swirl on the fucking eye. The same person who wrote these notes and these letters and has been doing all this analyzation is the same person who sent those letters to the agencies. And Alicia, did you tell them at any point while y'all met up initially and the doors were opening about the targeting of the CEO, Abdul?
I was about to, but then the whole Hannah Kozuma situation was interrupting that.
Kozuma needed a bath. Get in the tub.
Question. Does the handwriting that we've come across so far match the handwriting in the letter that was written?
No, the letter is separate handwriting. That is clearly
Okay.
written by somebody different.
Okay.
That one is not as clean in calligraphy. It's very kind of what you would expect somebody to write cursive like.
Gotcha.
You know, where it doesn't look like cursive at all. It kind of looks like spaghetti noodles.
AKA my handwriting when I was writing.
AKA
handwriting.
also my handwriting.
Write a note, come back to a day later. What the fuck did I say?
What did it say? Would y'all like to do anything in this room? Because there's just notes, there's pictures of all of you, there's pictures of other people that you recognize from agencies. There's new and upcoming magical girls that have just recently been admitted into magical girl agencies. Just with several notes saying save them.
We're
go ahead.
taking these. We're taking these.
We're taking the board. You're taking the damn board.
We could take the damn board.
I agree.
Oh my face out.
Alicia just grabs the fucking board.
Rip.
Literally.
I want to look around some more to see if there's anything else out the ordinary, something that, because me seeing my face up there is actually kind of got the blood boiling a little bit on the inside.
Okay.
Understandable. Don't do anything rash. Do you think this will fit in the van?
Yes.
Yeah. It's an Odyssey. It'll fit.
Yeah, it's gonna
Okay.
fit. You're fine.
Okay, cool.
Do you want me to guide you?
Yes, please. I don't fall.
Okay.
Hero attacking the mic.
Always,
Yeah,
constantly.
just punching shit.
I don't want to trip and fall on anything, so or lose anything.
Okay, so as you two are heading to the Odyssey to pretty much put this board in the back, Michael, are you staying behind with Mark or no? Are my M&M separating?
Mark, are you all right? I mean, no, not me. Michael, are you all right? Look, I'm still fuming.
You're not all right, clearly.
You're not all right, Mark.
Some backstory that I didn't even know about.
I would stay.
Okay. So while we're getting the corkboard loaded into the van. Kira would at this point see them all leaving with this giant corkboard. Surprisingly, there was not a lot involving Kira or Hannah, aside from just like little kind of like police reports about the like disturbances, like people just being loud in your general area. Do what?
Noise complaints.
Literally just a bunch of noise complaints. One specific note about Kira just being labeled as an like not your traditional magical girl. But that's about it. Nothing crazy. Primarily because a lot of it was when written about you tend to have like one or the other. It was never both at the same time. It was like y'all were separate entities that did not need to be each other kind of vibe.
Oh yeah, no. If Kira can clock that, they immediately rev up their base again.
Oh my god, no, not again.
And are charging at it.
Kira, please.
No.
Face goes, no.
We need this board. I will kick you if I have to. I don't want to. I'll say sorry after.
She's like reaching past you, like that's slander. They can't say that.
Kira, calm down.
It's evidence.
Always with them.
Kicking at.
I feel like Kira is like cartoonishly like all limbs trying to redirect you at different times.
Yeah, as you finally get it loaded into the car and Kira pulled far away enough, the only thing y'all can really do is wait for our M&M squad over here to come out of the building, because I don't want to abandon them here, because I feel like they will do some some slanderous ass shit that I'm not prepared for.
We're all loaded up, right? We've got everybody here. We don't need anyone else.
We cut to our M&Ms.
The engine revs now.
All you hear is engine revving outside, and it's not the car.
Oh, they're trying to pull up. Oh no, that's just Kira.
When your mom said she's gonna leave without you, and you're like running.
Yeah, right.
So as you all,
Really?
as
How
you,
dare you.
as you two are just kind of standing in this room, and kind of like an uncomfortable but like understood silence. There is like other things kind of pinned up on the wall. There's bank receipts and transactions, stuff that this person should not have. A lot of it coming from the agencies that have recently been bought out. Like there's been several agencies that have went under different company management. Outrageous shoes. And it's just a lot of transaction information. Somebody is building something against these agencies, which would make sense considering the letter you have.
Yeah. Is there anything else outside of the bank statements, receipts?
No, it's just a lot of just gathering evidence and a lot of bank statements, receipts, random pictures of the CEOs just out on their day-to-day shenanery.
All right. I'll look over at Michael and suggest grab anything that seems important so we can take it with us. And I grab what receipts. I pocket the recent picture of me and the letter saying I shouldn't have let him go in my pocket. Kind of like a little bit annoyed because who the fuck knows me? And I grab and I grab some of the receipts and bank statements.
Okay. Which one of you motherfuckers' character is good at math?
Let's see. Is that in my?
I mean, like canonically, like I'm not gonna make you necessarily like that wouldn't be something in your sheet. You as a person who has made this character, who do you think out of the group of you would probably be the best? It's not Kira. Who is the best at math?
We know that.
You're like you, not you.
It's like the pictures that are
Bag
like,
of
thank you for the
hammers.
memories, and it has that person in the middle. It's like, not you. It's Kira.
I mean, out of everyone in the entire group, maybe Hannah.
I can see it.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I would say I can see Hannah being like the
Yeah, I
top
can
notch.
see Hannah too.
Are they
Okay.
computer as well as TV?
Don't worry about the calculators. Don't worry where I pulled that shit out from. Mind your fucking business. As you two head outside, Mark, these numbers don't make no sense to you. Like, not even a little bit. Your one good eye? No.
Yeah. They're definitely numbers.
Michael, you're kind of in a similar boat. Like, you're like, damn, I can get to maybe high school algebra cooked.
Accurate.
So
I got geometry down.
I got shapes and colors. Me too, bitch.
So we get into the back. I get into the back of the van, and I just put down the receipts and stuff on the floor, and ask everyone, "What do y'all think of this?" Because I don't know who is like good at math. I technically don't know y'all. So
Have Hannah roll me. I'm actually gonna make you roll 2 of these because I don't know. I feel like you having a calculator in your actual brain is funny. So you will get this.
do you come with Internet Explorer?
Internet Explorer, that's
Netscape.
gonna take forever.
It's actually AOL.
Fucking roll me
Net
2
zero.
dice for analyze.
I haven't heard Net Zero in so long. I just had a flashback to it.
You remember whenever I said Hannah could do math? No, they can't.
That's so funny. Okay, does anyone else want to roll?
I
You would roll analyze.
have 0 for analyze.
See, I can analyze, but I'm dumb at math.
You can still try. You're more than welcome to.
Well, if I learned anything from her,
Oh, she was the math guy. You know what? Understandable.
then I learned.
Oh, okay, Michael.
Because I rolled,
Okay.
I rolled
Okay, we
another
see you,
6.
big brain.
I rolled another 6.
I'm going to throw up.
It's time
I
travel.
swear they're not weighted. I swear.
Yeah, Alana, thank you for
Oh,
these
you're muted.
dice.
So sad. Chad, you're muted, honey.
It was funny too. Who made those dice? Alana from SpectrumCraft.ca?
The edible dice that we're apparently not supposed to eat. That's wicked.
They're so
Right?
delicious though. They
You know, it's
taste
funny
Thank
so
you,
good.
because-
Alana. These are nice. They
Yeah,
were.
every time I use Alana's dice against them, they work so well.
I think it's so funny because when I was helping Alana and Neon with their sheets, fucking Alana was talking about coffee dice. I was like, delicious. So what do you mean? And you're telling me not to eat them? What do you mean? Go look at the group chat. I'm
How can you
scared.
use dice when?
Algebra 2. They look so delicious, I'm not gonna lie. They do look.
Oh my god. I love that so much.
You asked and I delivered. Okay.
Yes.
Certified.
Oh my god, so many notifications. I leave my phone alone for 2 hours.
And 16 minutes.
Literally. So you two immediately clock it like the fat ass noggin McNoggin brains you got in there that I cannot math with, right? Okay. So multiple of these agencies are committing tax evasion and fraud. Based on the numbers you're looking at, they are not giving this money to where it's supposed to go, which is to schools that are supposed to help the magical girls, any kind of education program, physical therapies, doctors, like none of it is going where it is supposed to go. Multiple of these agencies, the ones that aren't listed on these transactions that were bought out, did not have any of these transactions. So the ones that were bought out did not have any of this fraud or tax evasion that was occurring. A lot of the money that is being donated and sent to these magical agencies has been taken and put into somebody else's pocket.
Mark
There's
punches
something
the side of the
shady
wall.
going on.
of the
The
van.
biggest
Damn
amount
it.
transaction wise is coming from Crescent Company, from Abdul's company, the one that essentially asked for your assistance. And they are the one that has been buying the most agencies in the past 5 to 6 months. And I'm not talking 1 or 2 businesses. I'm talking 6 to 10.
They're using us to make money. They're using children to make money, putting them in dangerous situations, potentially deadly situations, just for profit. What the
Mark, I'm just imagining like Mark is like Mob Psycho, where the percentage is going up in rage.
You're growing hair at an exponential rate right now.
So after hearing that and hearing Alicia's words, Mark slams. I would slam the wall right now, but I have my strip lights and I don't want to mess it up. So just dub, damn it, that motherfucker.
You trigger the sound system in the car, and all you hear is like fucking some like old divorced dad. Like Creed goes, "Can you take me higher?" In the background.
higher to the place where was world.
But why, when you said triggered old sound, I thought bop 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 doo. If you had said that, I would have sent Mark over the edge. Damn it!
Why not both? Why not both?
Why not both?
Slams
Alicia
again.
All right.
stabs the radio.
As you're not the radio. What did the radio fucking do? As you're driving, whoever's driving, are you flooring the gas or are you like obeying speed laws?
I'm a little angry, so
We're speeding. Got it.
we're speeding.
So as you're kind of all just sitting in this like fuming, like uncomfortable, like unsettling feeling in your stomach, Chad, dearest, roll me another d6, please.
Yes.
Pretty please.
Anything for you.
Oh,
I don't want to fucking hydrate, Raven. Kiss my ass.
If this situation presents itself, I have like such an interesting idea, but I gotta see if this situation goes
Perfect.
my thing.
Okay. That weird tug in your chest occurs again. The little red kind of thickens, like it is now visible to everyone in the van. As it comes out of your chest.
Oh wait, I'm driving.
Yeah, don't look.
Look at
Get to the road.
And just like that, the session's over, y'all. We all cried.
In a blaze of glory.
Yeah, right.
Literally. All you see is Alyssa's arm, like robotic arm, fly out the window.
Damn. And I didn't choose the thing where we can redo things.
So you feel your chest tighten as the car is heading into the direction that this red string is almost leading you to. You feel uncomfortable. You feel heavy. Like it's hard to breathe a little bit. It's almost entirely too overwhelming. Not like the feeling you had earlier where it was kind of like a moment and then gone. This is continuous. This is cat. This is heavier. This is thicker. You don't know why this consistency is happening. I know what I'm saying. Shut the fuck up, Chad. I'm just looking at the cat's tail in the background.
Aren't we all?
So as you're getting to a point of just like, okay, we need to go. We need to like zoom.
I look over
There-
and check on Michael. Are you okay? What's that red glow?
Can they all see it, or do I? Just,
Yeah, no, everybody can see it in the car.
Okay.
What's
Just
happening?
labored breathing. I don't know.
Damn, not you not knowing this wicked work when you're misdiagnosed.
Does not look good.
If you
Here.
look close enough, you can almost see the outline of his heart.
Rips open his shirt.
Oh my god.
I thought you were saying remove his chest. I was like,
Reverse chest burster.
It's feels weird. Not like
Yeah,
a
you
normal
can
shot.
feel like his
telling me.
heartbeat through his actual like skin.
You.
all right. I yelled
Stop
to the front. I yelled to the front. Kasuma,
Oops,
stop the
I-
car. Michael's in
Oh, yeah.
trouble.
Don't stop the car. Go to the nearest hospital. What are you talking about, Mark? He could die.
As
The car's
As-
now lurching. Break and then go
As
again.
Alicia like smacks your chest, it kind of stops. Like the line begins to disintegrate and disappear. You don't know what just occurred, but it has stopped.
I think it's gone.
It's gone?
I think so.
Oh,
Damn, that actually
It's-
worked.
Wow.
that's like when the people back a couple hundred years ago used to smack televisions to make it work better.
When you gotta blow on the
And,
cartridge.
Right.
Hannah just has like the double eye emoji, like giving you the side eye. Talking
Bombastic
about
side eye shit.
TVs.
Don't smack TVs.
Oh, I'm not gonna slap you. I would
Unless you-
never.
Unless you stop working.
Don't smack.
No.
As Kasuma has finally just floored the gas enough to take at least 20 minutes off your ride, and in that whole clusterfuck, you have made it back to the my brain stopped working. Please hold. The agency that I stated earlier that my
Crescent?
brain is not recollecting at this moment. Teehee.
Crescent.
Crescent, thank you. I kept thinking Crystal. I was like, not Crystal Light. She's not here right now.
I knew it was Crystal Light.
I knew it.
Crystal light.
Cerveza
You make it to this building, and before you can even get the car parked, before you can even come to a full stop at the stop sign at the roundabout, all you see is fire. This building is on fucking fire.
Good.
People are, but everyone. It seems like everyone has already evacuated. There's already like police. There's already a fire. Like your coworkers, Cosimo, are sitting outside going, "This is wicked work," and just spraying with the water hose.
Oh, I double duty right now. Bye.
Well, I mean, this is both good and bad. Like, let the motherfucker burn,
I-
but also, there could be evidence in there.
So I should put it out.
Of course, put it out. What do you mean? You're a firefighter. If you don't
That's
put
what
it
I'm
out,
saying.
you'll
I
you'll
gotta
lose
go.
your job. Go.
So I mean, technically, Cosimo's off duty for the next like 2 days.
I
As
one-struck
y'all
my-
get out of the car, you see this person with the mask on, standing above everyone on this building with a large like digital screen behind them.
Yes, we see the fit and in 4K.
And in 4K, my boys. Now that the screen has actually had a moment to adjust, aside from the very, very shitty quality video y'all got earlier today, seeing what this person looks like, you can tell this person is well into their 60s. First of all, good for you, bitch. Pilates for real on this fucking roof. It is a more feminine figure, and is just standing on top of the building as it is burning, holding the director Abdul over the edge.
We gotta get up there.
I would like to rage.
You would like to rage? Okay. So what happened was you realized they did not give you the correct drink. No, they put pickles on Hana's burger, and Hana did not want pickles.
Wait, how did?
Against the
that
machine.
Listen, what if I didn't want pickles?
I have a grappling hook, so
You do. Would you like to use your grappling hook?
I would like to use my grappling hook, and whoever wants to tag along can grab my hand, and I'll toss
grab
them
her.
up as on the way up.
Okay.
I'll grab your
Um,
hand.
So Lee,
I have
I would
questions.
like to transcend.
Oh, Yay. Okay.
I can't.
Wait, can I
Or
transcend?
can you?
You would?
Transcending.
Yes, you have a you thankfully have not transcended any, so I don't have to make you roll anything for me to be mean. Yes, you are allowed to transcend. I'm so excited.
I haven't
Okay.
transcended in 5 years, and you know why.
So what I'm hearing is you should transcend.
No.
Damn.
Very
Anyways,
scared too.
all right,
I grab your
Rain.
hand.
Since you said first, what does your transcension look like?
Again, because this is inspired by Fooly Cooley, basically,
Someday I'll just watch it.
yeah, you're gonna have to watch it. It's 6 episodes. They're like 30 minutes each. You can watch
You
that in
literally-
an afternoon.
Yeah.
You could have watched that this whole time. It'll be done by like 30 minutes from now.
No game next week, just Fooly Cooley marathon.
Yeah, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but so basically, like I think Kira sees this masked figure, and then like goes to the back of the van, just like pops the like hatch on the back, yanks out Hannah, who then like their chest opens up. It's just this giant toothy mouth. It swallows up Kira, and they go from being like this kind of grayish blue robot to like this red with a flowing cape. Their bass becomes like a double necked guitar, but like one neck is a bass, one is a 6-string guitar.
I love this for you, genuinely.
And they're like crimson instead of like the grayish blue, and they like they strum on both their bass and their guitar at the same time, and are going to play some inspirational music to all
Delicious.
allies. Area.
Okay. I feel like the most punk music plays when you transcend. Like the most
Oh,
Metal
absolutely.
Gear ass fucking music.
Absolutely.
I love this for you. Also, Chad, shut the fuck up! You can't flirt your way out of this. All right, Neon, my dear, my favorite Silver Fox. What does your transition look like?
Okay, so since I didn't think much about this.
Smile, it's frozen one.
All right.
I don't even know if I should be concerned.
All right, so I'm gonna pull my transformation from Power Rangers Zeo, the Gold Ranger.
Oh my god.
So a gold, I forgot how he actually transformed it. I'm doing my way. So a gold like aura forms around me like a sphere, and it's like skin tights to the form of my body, like spandex. I'm gonna say latex. Maybe it's latex. One of the two, whatever the form of it.
Spandex.
Yeah, spandex. Spandex. I have like the spandex pants on with the spandex, so you see my ripped chest with the Ragnarok Thor belly.
I love this for you.
The big muscular hulking arms. My hair my hair gets longer and my beard, like Thor in the MCU, grow and braid up, and I'm just like ready.
Okay.
I'm picturing in my head and just think about the Thor heads on the Gold Ranger's body with a pot belly.
Listen, I love this for you so much. Okay. I believe personally, I don't know if this in the game canon it technically says this. I believe if you transcend, you should be able to fly, and I stand by this statement. So guess who's flying,
Oh.
bitches?
Perfect, because I would also love to fly.
Yeah, I say I
Like,
love the fight.
If you're-
I
if
ain't
you're
never
giving that
seen
to
a
us for
magical-
free,
Oh yeah, I ain't never seen a magical girl that can't fly. Ridiculous. No.
We've transformed. Let's take the elevator.
Exactly.
That's why the grappling hook, because
That's but see, you're being carried by a very, very large lesbian. I consider that a win for you.
Living the
Yeah.
dream.
Literally.
Yeah.
Um,
That's so I don't have to transform. I use the grappling hook to go vertical.
so as the two, is Michael doing a whole transformation? Are we
So, bathed in, let me see, prismatic
rapid
light.
blinking?
Already wearing a mask, a different, more elegant mask replaces that one, and then just a long, like elegant, which looks like a business casual suit, just flows onto him.
Okay. I don't know why, but like the theme songs I have in my head for y'all, I got like this like no lyric, just kind of like screaming metal punk for two bad bitches at the same damn time, but also with like the vibe of two bitches at the same damn time. Like
That-
Mark gives me like kind of like a fucking like kind of like a disco like kind of bullshit. I don't know. That's just the vibe I get. Literally staying alive, staying alive.
Is it because he's old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I feel like Michael definitely gives like what the fuck was that show? Fuck. I don't know. It gives very
Watch this
classical.
TV?
I don't know if any of you have seen Princess Tutu, but that kind of music to where it's very like elegant. Very, I love Princess Tutu so much.
It's so good.
So sad.
Every time
Where
I
it's
hear
got
the
like
mask,
very elegant, very violin-y, very kind of just like classical music type of vibe, and then the bass drops. Like the mask swaps and the bass drops. Exactly.
Yeah.
it's like
Um,
dun 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 dun.
Literally, like just bang your head into the wall, like that kind of shit. Alicia's in my brain is just Bad Boy by Cassida, and nobody can tell me other.
What?
Listen, let me stand by this, okay? I said what I said and I meant it. Especially right now it'd be every time we touch because you're sad.
Every time.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's like before the stream when we were talking about the like symphonic version of the song. Like it's the sad, slowed down version.
It's reverb fucking in both
I
ears.
get the feeling this every time you touch, I won't lie.
It just and then it's like the song in that like that would be wild work. That would be fucking wicked work.
Ultimate mashup.
So as you all have made it to the top of this building, it seems like there is like some kind of bubble stopping the fire from touching the roof. So it is not like you do not feel any heat, even though this building is actively burning down. Half of the Mass Smiles mask has burned off. You can tell there has been just like an ongoing physical onslaught between this individual and Abdul and probably some of the security staff personnel that's there. The individual looks at you. Alicia, you would recognize this woman as the former CEO of the now renamed Sunlight Corp, which is the rebought building of where you originally signed up as a magical girl. You had only met her a few times in passing. She looks at you and she goes, "It's been a very long time. I'm glad to see you're healthy."
I'm glad to see you're alive, but also, what the fuck?
She kind of just shakes this man, like she's got this man by the scruff of his neck like a damn cat. Okay. So she's holding him up and she goes, "He doesn't deserve what he has, and he took everything from me and from all of you."
I mean, I saw the paperwork. I saw the receipts. I saw everything. Technically you're right, but this is not the right way to go about doing this.
The right way wasn't working. It was being silenced by money. There was no point in trying to play the easy and the game that was just going to end up not being heard. There were books, articles, a Netflix documentary and nothing.
You said Netflix? I love it.
She looks at Cosima and she goes, "You could have had your younger sister if it wasn't for him."
Why did it say I'm sorry?
Because I could have fixed it if I had enough time. They took everything from under me while I was still in power. I wanted to make sure every magical person had the opportunities that any other person had. Even more. As a formal magical person myself, I was not going to let kids or adults suffer the way I did. I wanted everyone to have a decent life, and that was taken from me, and that was taken from all of you. She looks at Michael and goes, "You don't look like you've gotten any better. And you have no idea where she is, do you?" You're muted.
Muted.
I remembered like 10 seconds ago that I was, and I forgot again. He just kind of like
Silly.
looks down a bit.
Has your chest been hurting?
No.
You've always been a bad liar.
He's lying. I fixed it by slapping it.
So
That's true.
Before she can say anything to me, I, step in. What do I have to do with all of this? Why do you have records of me?
She pulls off the other half of her mask, showing a gigantic burn mark across her face. You reckon, because she's a little bit older than you.
Mm-hmm.
You actually recognize her from the recruitment office that technically helped get magical people together to send them to the other countries to help with their crime problems. And when you came back, she was gone. She was your case handler. And they told you when you got back that she had been replaced.
Oh. So I looked at her in shock, confused, mob cycle anger going up a little bit higher, one eye glaring over at Abdul. And I ask, what happened to you?
She just shakes the man.
Okay, you kill him, and then what? Do you think
Nothing gets.
do you think that more people won't just follow suit and continue doing what he's doing?
If you think I have not planned that far ahead, that's truly disappointing. You think somebody else was able to craft engineer something to remove magical girl's abilities? No, that was me. They'll get them back. Take 72 hours. It's only temporary.
It's only temporary.
Mhm.
But what? Why?
I wanted them to reach out to the older generation. I wanted the older generation to see what they were doing to the newer generation. And then maybe somebody would fucking listen. I don't have power anymore. They took everything from me, bought it out from underneath me, and then they took money that you earned and embezzled it elsewhere. For what? Y'all were children.
So if we can get Abdul,
They're trying to separate Kira and Hannah, but I bet you nobody said anything about that.
That way they're.
Kira's just like the fuck they are.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to stop people like you and Hannah's relationship from existing because it's not the norm and they can't profit off of you as easy.
So if we get him,
They want to take Hannah from you.
Also, I forgot because I'm in my transcendent form. We are one. We're no longer Kira and Hannah. We are
Banana.
Diva Star Cannon.
We're kind of
Kirana.
That sounds really close to my name.
Kirana.
No, their magical girl name is Diva Star Cannon.
I do have
All
that
one
in my
word, no
notes.
spaces.
All one word.
Oh yeah, and I'm Aegis Knight. I should have
Damn, not Chigo and Femzuko. Shut the fuck up.
Let me simp, okay?
That's fine. So all it
So-
needs is 72 hours. The rest of the world will see. The paperwork will be leaked. He doesn't have to die here. That's fine. And she just throws him on the floor in front of you.
Do we need him to admit to anything?
He's not going to.
Oh,
He never will. He never did.
he has.
I've
no-
taken him to court on several occasions and not one time. I bet you hadn't even heard of it, had you?
Oh, he has no
The-
choice. So I reach and I grab. Now here's a little situation that I thought about just now.
You just grabbing this whole man? That's wild.
no.
In
No,
front
I
of your
got-
boyfriend, not boyfriend? Wild.
No, I grabbed one of my laser plasma pistols. And
Okay.
I look over at Abdul. You have 3 options. Option A, admit to your faults right now and make this easy on yourself. Option B, I beat the ever-living crap out of you. Put a couple of plasma burns in your limbs and you admit it. Or option C, I leave Kira to convince you to tell the truth. And you won't like option C.
I like
Kira-
option C.
Well, not Kira. Diva is like revving their double neck guitar.
Making somebody confess under duress is not going to be something that can be used in court.
Well,
Who says we need to take it to court?
I agree. I agree with Diva. I just need this for my own peace of mind. I think all of us could use this for our own peace of mind.
Torturing
Alyssa,
someone?
if you would like to, where is this? If you would like to roll an express to see if you can get everyone to calm down, you are more than welcome to try.
Because I got the clock ready. I got the
I
hand
got a Glock
ready.
in my Rari.
Glock in one hand, ready to point to Kira, Diva in the other.
Okay.
While you're doing this, Abdul is begging for anything. He's like, I can give you whatever you want. Like, I can't go to jail. I can't do this. He's just sobbing inconsolably.
You can give it.
Um,
Can you give me back my sister?
He just looks at you for a moment and he goes, if we make another Hannah, we could.
That's fucked up.
99%.
can what? How can I use my dark omen?
Let me see. Hold on, let me pull that up. We're time traveler. Raw.
If Alicia don't calm us down, I might bust a cap and then sick Diva.
Which one are you trying to use? You said the Dark Omen?
Dark omen, yeah.
Okay. So I would say you have seen glimpses of this timeline before. But not to this extent. You have seen glimpses of just something similar, not with Abdul and not necessarily with I didn't give y'all the lady's name. Her name is Lauren, by the way.
Okay.
Lauren.
Lauren.
Yeah, she used to get called Little L all the time because of how short she was.
Oh,
That's
that's
kinda
cute.
She is a very petite lady.
Oh,
You had seen glimpses of Lauren, but it was never Lauren. Like, you had seen glimpses of Lauren behind bars, but you would assume that was just alternate timelines where shit had just gotten funky and never thought anything of it due to prior instances where Chad, this is a Wendy's. So you had seen instances of this, However, you do know for a fact that when the moment you met Abdul, you knew something was strange about him. The timelines seem to change and warp around him. He is a time traveler, much like you. However, based on the energy you can feel around him as a time traveler yourself, he can't go home. He is stuck here like you.
So he's trying to influence the timeline for his own game?
You would be correct.
So what would do I know what would happen if we kill him? Or would it be a
Ultimately-
benefit to me?
A benefit to you, what would end up happening is that Kira and Hannah would be separated because of a danger. Cosima would more than likely lose their job, and Neon would probably Neon's finicky. Since Neon's the one with the gun, depending on the circumstance, Neon could also be locked away with their with his powers
Mark.
taken away.
Neon, the real person.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. No, Neon can no longer aura farm.
Rest in
No.
peace.
Rest in
This
pepperoni.
game
my
was
guy.
real. I didn't know.
Rest in pepperoni.
Right?
No, Mark would end up being imprisoned if he is the one with the trigger being pulled and his powers sheared away. Michael surprisingly would probably be the only one to get out of here unscathed for the moment. But considering how his heart is reacting, you don't think that would last much longer.
So that would all happen if we kill him.
Yes.
Okay, so I explain all of this to them. I got a
did you-
6.
You.
Yeah, you were hitting those. You were hitting those.
Oh. As hostile as this
Hitting those
environment
things.
is, including Lauren, you feel your energies dropping. You feel your shoulders and your jaw, like your jaw unclench, your shoulders relax. You understand that Alicia is right. You know that ultimately this isn't going to fix anything, especially considering the information she has at her disposal. Abdul just kind of looks at you, Alicia, and goes, "I'll give you anything you want. Anything. I'll tell Michael where she is. I can fix anything. Like, I just need time. I just can't."
Oh, I wonder if I should roll an express.
You are more. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to express?
That we should kill. I don't know.
Are
No.
you trying
No,
to get yourself behind bars? You know what would happen now.
if you do that, I'm using mine. My oldie
I told you what would happen. Do you want this to end in a bummer?
Neon, hear me out. Hear me out. Do it.
do it, and I'll do my thing.
I'll just
You
go
know-
back home and cry.
I mean, you were already gonna do that.
Okay.
V said everyone ult at once.
Exactly.
He is a real one.
I'm only mortal. Okay, I can't do much. So
Okay.
it's
Oh,
okay.
Lord.
All right. So I stand. Okay. Even though I'm calm, like Lee was saying, I'm still like at like 98%. I'm just like, So
Stay your gun, Mark. We are not killing him. If I have to cut your hand off, I will.
I'm about to roll.
Okay.
I won. Okay,
Oh,
you're
what?
right.
Dang.
Damn.
I was
Oh.
hoping I could. Damn it.
Look, the way I see my one is me going like, all right. But I got a
Damn.
surprise for him here in a second.
As
Okay,
you
I'm
have
pretty sure
finally
you can
like
punch him, but
as you have holstered your gun, you do hear people going, "Everybody drop your weapons. We're taking Abdul into custody."
She raised her
Chad, my sweet little noodle baby. Your little red thread is back and your heart hurts. This shit feels like you have eaten every spicy food. Your butthole is burning, like everything is on fire. My
I love it.
um there is a detective, a young woman who is standing there. Kira and Hana's combined form would recognize this individual because they often see them at this little mini bar where some bands come to play. She is one of the solo singers who just does it casually. Her name is Magenta, and you see your little red string link to Magenta. Granted, nobody else but you can see this right now.
So
But your heart
so
has stopped.
so hear me out.
Mhm.
Because Kira, even though is combined into Diva right now, would be
Mhm.
like, this poser ass bitch, like, doesn't even take this seriously. Like, uh Kira's like ultimate goal is to like play music that literally saves the world. Like that is their goal. And then this casual is out here like, I just think it's fun. Like, fuck this bitch. So going to use my,
Oh my god.
which is my transcendent ability, which they wouldn't know. Like Diva would not know that it would be specifically helping Michael in this case, but I think it makes sense flavor wise.
You know what, do it.
Because Diva would just be like, fuck this bitch, I'm gonna play a badass song. And just like has this really intense bass line going. Like occasionally alternates to the 6-string guitar. But it would like then give Michael a boost. So it's
Okay.
the equivalent of spending a link, which we didn't really do a whole lot with, but like in theory could help with negating this effect.
Okay, so are you trying to negate the red thread?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I know that Diva doesn't know that that's there, but I feel
Yeah.
like it would make sense.
So as you see this thread linked to this magenta person, um it is quickly cut in half by this rippling music that just seems to go from your head to your chest and outwards. It knocks Magenta back. She has no
Giving
idea what's
Scott
occurring.
Pilgrim.
Like, if I can't have music, nobody can.
Yeah.
The other detective who has already come to grab Abdul and arrest Lauren have already got both of them in handcuffs while Magenta is being thrown towards the stairs again. Um, Michael, just roll me a d6, would you? Don't forget you're muted.
6.
All right, so I'm gonna let you tell me, for your story intents purposes, because I know it is in my notes here, right there at the bottom. Hee hee. What would you like to do in this situation as you see this red thread that you've known has been there for the longest time? You've known it's been there since you were probably a young adult, um, or a young teen. Just this random flickering little thread now severed in half, and the person who it was linked to has now been thrown back, but your heart has stopped hurting. It does not do that weird tingly shit. Your butthole not burning no more. You seem to be okay for the moment. But two bad bitches at the same damn time. Diva Love Cannon over here is fucking mad as hell.
So, after clutching my chest from the pain and my heart stopping, I am now just holding on to what's left of that string that's no longer attached, and just staring at this person who it was evidently attached to, and just freezing with a mental, oh,
You have known for the longest time that this string was predetermined. And sometimes you were okay with that, I would imagine. Sometimes you weren't. Because I feel like that is a large adjustment for most people. Indirectly, Diva Love Cannon, two bad bitches at the same damn time, has given you the option to reconnect it of your own volition or reconnect it to somebody else of your choosing later. What would you like to do with that information? Because you can see it's still connected to you. it is still able to move and it is actively healing itself.
I think I will leave it as is for now.
Okay. Your heart has stopped hurting for the longest time in a hot ass minute. Normally it's usually just a dull ache, but for once it feels normal. It feels okay. You don't feel like you have to worry anymore about it just freaking the fuck out and giving you an aneurysm in the back of an Odyssey.
With corn
As the
bumping.
rest of you watch the Lauren, who is willingly being taken into custody, and then Abdul, who is sobbing and crying. The man's got a busted lip, a black eye, and a broken nose. Man got jumped. You're all escorted down to the station to give your statements and so on and so forth. And because you are former magical girls who have been in the practice long enough, your word is taken in high value. Abdul is eventually convicted of several different crimes against the city, against magical girls, which is a high ass crime, and so on and so forth. You end up having to unfortunately testify against Lauren. But during the proceedings, she seems to just be okay with that. She is, however, given parole considering the situation, and because I would imagine if any of you were to speak upon Lauren's behalf and be like, hey, this was a fucked up situation, you are more than welcome to. Okay, so we got Alicia. Okay. So yeah, she is inevitably put on parole, house arrest and the full shebang. And she's able to go about her day-to-day life as best she can. Within the 72 hours, the magical girl are fine. They just pretty much had a 3-day fucking weekend. Like, they didn't have to really worry about anything, which was fine for them. A lot of the agencies end up shutting down and being bought out by different people that were friends, if not co-workers of Lauren, who owned companies prior to them also being bought out or being embezzled or blackmailed in some way, shape, or form. Casual was trying to mess with you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I only broke me.
Accosted by an older woman. Oh, lucky. But to wrap everything up, why don't y'all tell me what y'all have done since it's been about a week or two since the actual events happened? You've gone back to your day-to-day lives. Just to wrap things up, we're gonna start with who did I end with? We're gonna start with Mark. What has Mark been up to in the past 2 weeks or so since?
Mark has went to talk to Lauren to hear more about what happened to her, when he was out on the mission and came back and she was gone. He's also been like keeping an eye out on her to make sure that everything's okay, that nothing, no other strings like as attached to this Abdullah guy, and they're trying to spin the block on her.
Not spin the block. She does tell you, like, synopsis wise, like, hey, when you got sent out, I was trying to advocate along with several other people to make sure that y'all were actively taken care of while y'all were away, and to make sure things were ready when y'all got back, because that was going to be a traumatic situation. We were told to not bother with it, and we were eventually let go because of us trying to advocate for your rights. And because most of them signed an NDA of some kind, they weren't able to talk to y'all about it.
So this was fucked up to the core.
Yes, you would be correct.
Looks like my work is not done then. Oh, I asked her, is there any other agencies possibly doing the same thing?
No, the ones that were arrested and listed and all the evidence that y'all brought to the courthouse, including the cork board that was sitting in the back of the fucking car, were able to be used to convict and get rid of a lot of the corrupt officials, CEOs, businesses, so on and so forth. A lot of them have actually been just turned into community centers and things like that, and housing and such.
Well,
one got tore down and became a park.
Gotta think of the children.
Gotta think of the children.
The children.
The children. All right, Alicia. Hello, hon. What are you doing?
So
Bat's eyelashes.
Alicia went on to train any magical girls that were still like doing their thing, so they can learn how to work together better, so they don't get themselves trapped in situations, more spatial awareness, and also it physically train them.
Mhm.
And then also went to see Lauren to ask about the laughing and if she knew anything about that.
If she knew anything about what?
The laughing.
Unfortunately, she does. However, it was found out a little too late. And at that point, she had no idea really to find anyone and was already having to handle a bunch of other things. The person who caused all of that has already been dealt with. Not in the most sensible way. It was more of an accident that just occurred with another set of magical girls that ended up a building fell on that motherfucker, basically.
Okay. Okay, but
Um
not before the events
no.
that happened. After.
It was unfortunately several. It was unfortunately like 2 to 3 years after.
And there's no trace of him or of them before those events. They're a ghost before that. Okay.
Yeah, it seemed that they were just a solo type of individual who just wanted to cause mischief and mayhem to whoever they deemed fit. And unfortunately, that happened to be you.
They died anonymous. I can't figure out who they are. And I can't.
Yeah, when someone drops a building on you, like that's wicked time. Like
Yeah.
you were squished ham.
No
Gone.
traces. Not even teeth.
They put him in. You remember how we were talking about putting people in the jars and shit and vampire that?
Yeah. Okay. Well, the best that I can do is make sure what happened to me doesn't happen to anybody else.
That
Yeah,
therapy
she
bill thick as fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Then she leaves, turns around with a smile, and says, "Thank you."
Yeah, unfortunately, you were not able to figure out through Lauren necessarily who the individual was, but you do end up getting an anonymous message later with this person's name and a lot of information about them. They just were not overall a good person, and this was just something they thrived in. Um, and it wasn't your fault. Dropped a building on that motherfucker.
Okay. Well, the new generation is going to have a much hopeful time now. They'll be
Good.
fine.
They'll be okay. They know not to sign NDAs now.
Yeah.
We're gonna hop over to Michael.
So Michael is taking a break at the community center, and you see him sitting in the lunchroom holding a business card for Detective Magenta and his Nokia phone in the other hand.
Not the fucking Nokia.
And just sitting for a while until it rings.
Ow. You bastard. Kira Hana, two bad bitches at the same damn time. What have you two lovely noodles been doing?
Yeah, so I think that we've been continuing to have our band practice, and it seems pretty normal. Like there's a lot of the one-sided bickering. Like no, your timing's all off. Like you got to do it like this. and then just kind of the reaction, nonverbal, that Hannah gives is like it kind of hits Kira a little bit different today, and she's like, "Okay, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I can back off a little bit. Like I don't have to. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's fine." And they just sort of still like bicker a little bit, but it seems less contentious, I guess. Um, like not that they really like they at the end of the day, while they see things very differently, they still like love each other. They're still the harmony. Like they are two souls in one, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but the harmony is a little bit more harmonious than it had been before, and they just start writing a new song, something that's still energetic, but maybe less angry.
Okay. Somebody records a snippet of you through a noise complaint and it gets posted, and that shit blows the fuck up.
Thanks, TikTok.
Thanks, Tic Tac. All right, Cosima, what are we doing?
Cosima is gonna continue helping those
Well, that
who've
scared
lost
me,
power.
right?
What the hell?
I'm not where I was.
I have no idea what happened. That was weird.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Who's messing with the timeline?
God damn it, Alicia.
they're gonna
I didn't do
help-
anything.
There's hop timelines.
gonna
Avenir just
continue
falls from the sky. Do what, Alana?
They're gonna continue to help those who've lost their powers. Become like an emotional companion to them. Continue firefighting, and they're made a promise to live a normal life to their sister. So they're gonna do that.
You do notice as days go by, you go to, like, after getting out of the shower one day, you do notice there at the corner of your eye you see like a small glimpse, just like almost like a spitting image of her in the reflection for a brief moment, and she just smiles at you. You feel a warmth in your fingertips. Your sink kind of explodes. You're not sure why that occurred, but you are able to get it repaired relatively quickly. And
Yeah.
all you can hear throughout that entire interaction of just accidentally blowing up your sink and having to call maintenance to fix that is just the laugh of your sister in the back. You're
The
not sure
laugh?
where it came. Yeah, just her giggling, like cheekily giggling at you.
Cosima is gonna smile and kind of like shed a few tears. Don't know what it means, but my sink exploded.
Yeah, you just touched it. There was this weird electrical crack, and boom, sink gone.
Well, that's not normal. Probably should figure that out.
Only a little bit, just a little bit. Your floor ruined. All right, that is all I had planned for this. Not tearing up in the club, please. That is all I had planned for the girl by Moonlight. Thank you all for listening to my shenanery, and thank you for giving me the keys, Rain. I will throw them back up whenever I feel like it, I guess.
Yeah, Lee, you are always welcome. Anytime that you got some buffoonery you want to do, let me know.
Not the sad twerking, please.
We've come full circle.
They said make that ass clap. It's not while you're crying.
The best part is this was our pre-stream discussion, was the the sad version of the song and the twerking. it's come full circle. Now we have it on recording
Yeah.
for posterity.
Oh my god, it's on the internet forever. Sad
Exactly.
working.
Cheeks not clapping, just gently brushing each other sadly.
This sad lesbian caressing of the ass cheeks.
Yeah, right?
Beautiful. Yeah, no, Lee, seriously, thank you so much. You are always welcome. Other folks at home, you know, if you're like, hey, I've got some shit that I want to run, let me know. Hit me up. I love having people, whether I'm a player or whether I get to be a producer and sit back and watch the fuckery happen. I love it. I love it. It's fun to get to take a break and not be the one who's in charge of all the stuff.
Yeah, I had to
With
do
that,
things.
yeah, I know. With that, yeah, Lee, you are getting requests in the chat.
I know, I see them. I'm ignoring them right now.
Yeah,
Another, another.
absolutely. Absolutely.
There's so many unanswered questions.
Teehee.
I need to know if
yeah.
Eminem is going to get back together.
True, true.
We had something.
Get together in
when
the
we
first
need it.
place.
Now kiss. Or
Amazing. We will catch you all next time. That's all I got. Oh no, I can't spell words. I
can't read.
Hold on. Yeah, I can't either.
I sometimes can't English.
Hold on.
God, I can't angle shit. That just makes it sound like you missed the toilet when you pee. Please.
Okay. You know, I said English.
happens.
Not English.
Okay.
Oh, that's not what I heard.
All right, so I'm standing here. The toilet is a 90-degree angle. If I
Brother,
can prove this is a
On that
triangle,
note,
brother.
I'm hitting raid.
Carry the 4.
right?
Carry the
I failed geometry.
Oh,
Why is
amazing.
this?
All right, we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.